All right. Can people even hear me?
I think so.
Hello, people in chat. Hey,
Hello,
Noah
everyone.
Ford. Tolf, you're here. Scrappy Gator's here. Shine Vision is here? Question mark.
Maybe. We'll see.
I don't know if my microphone's even working. Hold on.
Oh, it is for me. Hey, Chris
Uh-oh.
Catman. We'll explain all the parts in just a few moments. It's gonna be
All right,
awesome.
give me a sec.
Yes, Dwarf is also streaming. This mod will be available soon.
All right. Is the sound's working now, right?
Yeah, I think so. How's
You
the
guys can
sound
hear me?
for... How's the
Yes,
sound
no,
from
maybe
my,
so.
How's the sound from my side, by the way? Hey, Allstrike.
I can see my audio. Okay, cool. Yeah, you can hear me. Cool, cool.
Nice.
All right. Hi, peoples. Welcome to the stream. It's been a long time since I've streamed on YouTube. Why is my
Oh,
stream
same.
health? Oh, fuck. Brent's already starting with stuff. Why is my stream health? Okay, viewers may be experiencing minor issues. Why?
Sound too low for mine. Alright, let's boost it a bit. It's better.
My stream health is yellow. I don't know. Video output
Maybe
low.
this is
Check
better.
resolution. I'm not allowed to stream at 1080p on YouTube?
Nope. Nah, I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with DVR or something.
Can I can't change. Okay, okay, give me a sec. I'm going to,
This
I'm gonna
mod...
restart my stream with some more optimal settings.
Alright. This mod will be available soon. I hope.
Okay, I'll be back in like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Alright. Hey, Ditch Gaming.
I remember now.
What you do wrong now?
I need to do 720p. All right. Is it working now?
Well,
Please. Is it working now?
think so. Oh damn, Google
Why is
Chrome
it
is...
still? Hold on. There we go. Okay, so it's fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just YouTube's complaining at me, so I just wanted to make sure. All right, well, let's get this thing started a little bit. Hello, everyone. I can't actually see how many people are even here right now. God, it's been too long. I've been streaming on Twitch almost every day, so now streaming on YouTube is like a foreign concept to me. But I see all you people in chat. Hello to everyone. We're gonna be looking at some of the new ModPack stuff. So let's get Brent Batch in here. I have him muted for now, just so that I could say hi to you guys and figure out what's going on. So let's get him unmuted. Hello, Brent.
Eee.
Hey.
You naughty boy.
What? God, we're already starting with this.
Alright.
All right. Well, let's get started. Get that away. Get that away.
Yeah,
People are not gonna know what even that is yet. We're gonna show the parts one by one. We're gonna introduce them.
Yes, let's do that.
So the ModPack, what we're working with right now is actually a copy of the ModPack. It's gonna be what the ModPack is gonna be updated to when we're actually finished all the ModPack updates. So we have all the ModPack parts already. Some of the parts are actually removed from the ModPack. Hold on, where are the seats?
And
For example,
replaced
these
with some awesome
these,
new stuff.
racing seats are actually they're the same seats, but they've actually been fixed with a strict follow cam. Before, they used to have like a glitch where if they were tilted in any way, they'd like flip around all over the place. But now they're fixed, and what fixed them was it was like the rotation, so we just had to change that. And yeah, so those seats are going to be working good now. We have a lot of new parts to look through.
Scripted parts.
Oh, first though, there's a new Jetpack Seat. The old Jetpack Seat, it looked a lot more like MJM's Sci-Fi pack, so it's actually going to be moving to that pack, and this is the new Jetpack Seat that's going to replace it. It has a more vanilla style to it.
Nice.
Yeah. The backpack doesn't get removed properly anymore on any of these mod seats, but maybe we'll figure something out with that. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, that's a new Jetpack Seat.
Oh, by the way, does it have animation yet?
No,
Okay.
it never had animation in the first place.
Would have been nice.
We could probably make the hands squeeze the handles, but that's animations for like, what is it, 1, 2, like 10 or so bones per hand. It's a lot of work. That's really not going to be noticeable.
Right.
All right, so I think we don't have any icons because that's just because of the icon generator not working.
Yeah, it's
for the time
broken.
being. Really dumb.
It's like a stupid error with the paths.
The lights, I'm not sure if they
still
okay,
work.
so they... Oh, that was the update that I did. Okay, I made the lights light up.
Oh, right.
But I don't think that we can paint them. It's really hard to tell if I'm... Why'd you remove it? God, stop trolling, Brent. Don't start already.
And these
No,
also
they do
work.
Yeah, you can paint the lights.
Nice.
It's just not easy to see at all. Okay, cool. Cool, I didn't think that was going to work because of the way that the new lights work.
And this
But no,
one
it
still
works. Cool. No, that's a laser.
And does that one still work?
Yeah, if you hook up a switch to it.
Alright.
Yeah. Get rid of that. Okay, so all the lights should work as before. I guess let's get started with some of the new parts. One thing that I do have to mention, though, the first part that's new, that's not it. Let's go over here.
Yeah.
I also need a button. Okay, so this is a pipe spud gun. It's supposed to, and you know what? Let's pull out the pipes too. They fit right on the end of a pipe.
Oh.
Like this.
Yeah, right.
But
Same for the
there's
small
actually
ones, right?
an old pipe part in the mod pack already. I'm thinking that these parts are going to be one and the same, so I'm just going to take the script for this. For this, but don't start already, Brent. Jeez.
I already had a
So I'm
button
going to take
hooked up.
Yeah, this is just a little pipe fitting that you can make your own spud gun stuff with. I'm probably just gonna move the script over to this pipe that's down here because it makes more sense to me to have it there. We don't have this paint color. But yeah, we already have the model and everything in the pipe part, so that's probably just going to get a new script, and this part will no longer exist. We also have a mini pipe version. As you can see, it matches really nicely, and that's also a spud gun. I don't know how spuds fit out of that tiny hole, but they do.
Apparently. Under maybe higher pressure even.
Maybe.
I don't know.
ModPack Beta is going to get a lot more custom spud gun stuff. Unfortunately, I'm not able to show you that today because it's not ready, and that's why we're not publishing these ModPack updates, because all of the ModPacks need to sort of update at the same time because of some parts moving around. You'll see when we get to all the new parts. So we got the first 2 new parts out of the way. We have a speedometer and accelerometer. We need a vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm gonna build a simple vehicle real quick.
Or you could spawn one.
No spawning one.
Alright then.
It's a race. Who's gonna build a vehicle first?
Alright. But I kinda still need bearings and all that crap.
Somebody should have come prepared.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, and in case you guys didn't know, Brent Batch is part of the modding team now.
Yes. I'm
Hooray!
gonna make it great again.
What do you mean again? It was always great.
Yes, of course.
Let's not get too political in this.
No. Let's not be American. No, whatever.
Wow. Shots fired, guys. If you're American in chat, press
F to pay respects.
Press F to go Brent Batch. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So that's the speedometer, that's the accelerometer.
Right.
I have no steering on my car because we don't actually need it. Just need to show you how it works. Also, these models, they're going to be changed. These are going to get some new models. So, in my car...
What the hell? Doesn't want to rotate.
Oh, I need to actually turn up the engine.
Whatever.
Okay. There goes Brent. So the accelerometer is on the right. If you look, the accelerometer will shoot.
It doesn't go fast enough. I think we need rockets or something.
No, it's fine. Just out of my way, I can't steer. Okay, so the accelerometer is on the right, and it's going to jump all over the place because I'm actually jumping and accelerating. Oh no. No, I flipped over.
Speedometer, accelerometer.
Yeah, but the speedometer is on the left. You can see it's slowly going up. I get it to about halfway. Why does this thing... It's so unstable.
It doesn't move for me. Lord Payne forgot to do the UV index for clients.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Lord Payne is also part of the modding team. He's been doing some good work, just like Brent Batch. So that's what these speedometer and accelerometer and the pipe spud guns. They're from Lord Payne originally, and then we'll do a little bit of work to improve these models and obviously the script that's not working for Brent Batch. But on my screen they work.
Yeah, I know why. So I'll probably fix that for him or something.
It's not something that's difficult to fix.
No, it's easy peasy.
Alright, so let's point my vehicle in sort of the right direction and try to make my way back.
But yeah, for people in here, this one should go up when you go faster, and this one goes up when you accelerate, yeah.
I really should have added steering to this. It's okay, I'll just walk the rest of the way.
Oh god, don't let Brent anywhere near the rockets.
Yeah, no. We're anyway. What's next? What's next? We got. Oh, okay. So we got some of the wing parts in from the Wings mod, and
Yes.
that's because we have permission from Das. The icons aren't matching, by the way. If you're looking at my screen, the icons definitely don't match.
Nope.
That's because we have permission from Das Etoise, the creator of the Wings mod, to use some of his stuff. Now, this is where I actually need some feedback from you guys, and I've been getting some feedback from my Patreon supporters who already have access to these parts. But I also need feedback from you guys. We're gonna need, what am I saying? We're gonna use only a few parts from the Wings mod. So what I have
many.
so far is the big basic wing, the small 1x1 basic wing, and then the cardboard versions of each. Con Gaming was actually suggesting that we just use the basic ones, but make them destructible, so that they're technically two parts in one, and it's actually a lot more efficient, and I'm considering that. Some other people wanted the 1x4 versions that are like longer, but that doesn't really make sense because people sort of like to paint them individually. Like if they want
True.
propellers that look like this, right? Oh, and just another, it's not really a sneak peek, but the ModPack team is going to be working on a new ModPack just for aviation stuff. We're going to have our own set of wings, and we already have like some models made and stuff. They look really nice. They're going to work a little bit differently than these do, but
awesome.
That's why we're including just a basic set of wings in the ModPack. Because, like, you know, some people don't like to use an entirely new ModPack just to have flying stuff. And from the blueprints on the workshop that I've been seeing, most people just use these two parts. Just the big basic wing and the small one here. So if you guys have any other parts from the Wings mod that you must have in the mod pack, be sure to let me know. Don't hesitate to let me know.
Someone's asking if there's a flak gun in the mod pack.
Oh, any of the extra Spud guns that we're going to be making is probably going to end up in the mod pack beta. We already have a couple of custom guns.
Right.
The mod pack itself is supposed to be like a main introduction to modding. That's what it is for a lot of people on the workshop.
Maybe
so
that's great question is if we're gonna use the same UUIDs for these parts.
Yes, they are the exact same UUID.
So they will also work with these people. Well, the older blueprints.
All the existing blueprints. They're gonna be. You're gonna be able to load them up with the mod pack. But that's why it's an important question, or like that's why it's important for you guys to give feedback on which parts you guys want to see in the mod pack. If like these two for sure are definitely gonna make it in. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make those destructible just to make just to like not have the cardboard versions.
But what we could do is like have multiple shots at them, because there's the new setting where we can have multiple shots to destroy it, right?
I tried that with the glass polygons. I set them to quality level 2, and people apparently can't destroy them with 2 shots. It's like a force meter or something where you actually need something stronger than a spud gun to destroy them.
Alright, okay. Maybe the hammer?
I don't know.
We'll have to experiment.
It might just be the saw only or something, but we'll figure that out when we actually know what the hell quality level does. So yeah, be sure to let me know in my Discord. That's probably the easiest way to contact me. Or if you know my email, or just leave a comment on this video. I'm probably going to put this live stream up after it's done. Moving on. We're already okay. We're getting to the logic stuff. So let me first see if there's any other new parts. besides that? Because that's like some complicated stuff to get into.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's the rims at the end of the inventory.
No, those are old stuff.
Right, no icons though.
Yeah, yeah, no, okay, that's fine. All right, so we'll get into the logic stuff. So I think a good introduction might be we're gonna change the order of these parts around too.
I think the best thing to start with is the number block.
Yes.
Or the tick button.
Yes.
Tick button is also
the
great.
Tick button, counter, and
Yes.
the number block. Where is number block? There it is. Okay. Oh, and make sure you have switches and stuff.
Yeah, and logic.
Okay, so one of the first. Wait, what is this? This is number block. Perfect. So in the mod pack, thanks to Brent Batch, we're introducing a new type of signal that you can send to think. Like normally, you just think of you hook up your engine to your wheels and you just turn it on to a certain power level or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be dealing with actual numbers, and we can transfer the number value between connections.
Yes, and you can do math with them, and you can calculate stuff, and you can measure stuff. It's awesome.
Yeah. So this is a number block. It's pretty simple looking. Looks like kind of like a logic gate. No. Put them on a line. If you're going to be doing binary, you put them in a line.
Right. Yeah, we have 8 to start with or something. Yeah. So
right. Don't. Well, yeah. So
we'll hook them up.
Okay, but if you turn it on, you see that there's just 1, 2,
and
3.
so on.
Yeah. You can turn. You can.
But
what am I trying to say? It'll count how many switches are on.
Yes,
but that's not
yeah.
super useful. So
what you want to do is use binary as input, and that's actually using color values. So each color value represents a binary value. Orange being the default color, we chose to use that as binary value 1, and then we go left from that, 8 values, and they are all a binary value then.
Okay, so for anyone that didn't quite get what that means, if you know binary, you know it goes 0, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16
32,
from right to left.
64, 128.
Yes, Brent.
Okay.
Yes. So if you open up the paints tool, orange is the default color. The orange on the very right side, second row, that's the default color for almost everything in Scrap Mechanic. So that's the 1 value. And that's why all the switches that we were turning on, they were just adding 1 to the number block. If you go to the left of that, red is going to be the second digit in binary for these switches. So that's, if you go from right to left, you see 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, and so on.
Up till the second yellowish color.
Yeah, up to the yellow. We don't use the gray column. What we do for other stuff, we'll get to that later.
8 values, so the yellow column is not included as well. It's only between
only
yellow
8?
and green, yeah.
Okay, only the green then. All right, so let's just show you an example of this working then. So orange is 1, red is 2. By itself, it puts a value of 2 to the number block. By itself, the purple is 4, and
well, that color.
That's the purple. This is magenta. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So then together, you can also use like logic gates as input or buttons as input, but together you can actually make any value you want in binary. Oops, we went over. We went
9.
over.
Yeah,
over 9. So over 9 in the number block, it'll just show if the number is positive or negative. So
and
let's
we'll
show
get
you
to
how
we'll get to how we do negative numbers in just a second.
Yeah, but let's show you how we can actually split up this number to actually get a proper readout.
Yeah, and that's also using color values.
this color value thing is actually really convenient, and you'll get it. Like once you get it, you'll get it. So for the first digit we use orange, for the second digit we use red, and so on. We're just gonna call these color weighted digits.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime you want to use digits, just remember these colors right here. You'll need those for the digits that you want to use.
Again,
So
8 colors.
now you can actually see, yeah. So now you can actually see the value, like the full value of the binary inputs that we have.
So if we want to see the binary value of like yellow, then we can see it's like 64, and then we can add stuff.
Oh no, this is
Oh, this one is this.
It's not even connected, is it?
Oh yeah, it wasn't. Did you?
That's Are you connecting it or am I?
I'll just connect it. Right.
There we go.
128.
Yeah, so that's 128. Let's flick them all on. See the max value.
255.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
But what if you want to go higher? Just for the lulz. Then there's the bottom row. Bottom row of colors actually allows for even 8 more switches.
Right, he's talking about these dark colors, starting from brown to dark red. These are like super weighted digits. So colors are numbers and numbers are colors. They're digits. They're digits. You'll see why later on as we get through some more examples. And this might not seem like immediately useful. Because like, oh, you know, whoop-de-doo, we have fancy numbers and stuff. But let's so he's hooking up these other stuff. Let's see.
Yes.
Let's just turn them on.
Oh damn.
Oh, we actually need more digits. This
yeah,
is way
that's
too
not gonna
high.
fit. So let's follow the colors.
Oops, I connected that the wrong way.
I don't think it's gonna go that big though.
No, well, you do have quite a few switches on there, so
Maximum is like 32,000. Yeah, 32,000 without the other switches. So
okay, so we have total of 65,535. If we had one more, hold on, I don't know where it ends, but if we had one more switch, one more digit, it would be the 65,536.
yeah, we don't have any more colors. That's it. It's
Yeah.
everything.
But this is more than enough because we also have some other stuff. Like this.
We can even
This is not
combine
the
it.
end of numbers.
Yes, because, well, you might think, oh, we can make a computer with that. But it's really annoying. You don't want to convert it in a binary and then convert it into a number and stuff. You want BCD numbers, binary coded decimal. So that's multiple digits and combining them into one number. Remember? Oh, that's the wrong thing. So when we
You're
use,
gonna hook up these colored number blocks to a single one, or what?
oh yeah, we can just do this and then combine all of these digits into again a number block.
So the number block takes colored inputs. The simplest way to describe it is just the number block takes colored inputs. But if it's a switch, it'll just be in binary. If it's these number blocks, it'll just put in the number value according to what the color weighted digit is.
Yes.
So this 3, a red 3 actually means 30. You're putting in 30 into this block.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how you can use a single value in a number block. And why that's useful, we're gonna need some more wood over here.
Only when you combine them though. If you use one input to this, then it'll convert it into a just one digit. As long as you don't combine stuff,
Right.
it will be just the absolute
Right.
value of that digit,
So
not
what we
500.
see here is Brent is using the 100th digit here, and he put it into a single block, and it just pops out 5. You're just taking the 5 and turning it into 5. That's all it
Yes.
is. But if you're putting all the digits into the block, you're
Then-
using the full value of what that block is.
So we could use the 5 and the last 5, and then it would become 505. because you use multiple inputs for this block.
Right. But let's not confuse them too much. I'm gonna actually take out the math block. We're gonna get started with a basic example of that before we get into anything too complicated.
Also, wouldn't we show a way how to compose numbers using multiple binary inputs? So like if you have just a simple way to form a number like 123, 123 or something by doing...
Oh yeah. Do I already have? Yeah.
Right, so if we hook all these up...
Whoops. I'm doing mistakes. There we go.
Now we color these.
This is actually like not the smartest example that I'm going to be making, but
And we also color these because we want to combine these numbers into one number. As you can see. Readout again?
Yeah.
Right.
Just to show that it's transferring from, you know, you're taking. Okay, so what Brent Batch is doing right now is he's programming individual number blocks with values,
and then combining them into one to have an easier going with math and stuff.
Right here, this leftmost number block, we only put in the value of 1, but it's colored the 100th digit color. So when we put it into this single number block, it's counting as 100, a full value of 100. And then that's what you can see here in this 3-digit readout. We have the value of 123. It's the same thing that I explained over here.
Yes.
As inputs. The number block takes colored inputs from multiple stuff, switches or number blocks.
But this is a great way to like create an input to actual big number converter.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, we're gonna do an example of the math block. The math block has a lot of functions to it.
A whole lot.
Let's start over here on a new wood palette.
All right. And you can cycle through the math block by pressing E on it. But what if you went one too far? Oops, I want multiplication. Well, then you just shoot it. And it'll go back.
Yes. Yes.
It's really nifty. You can cycle both ways.
You can tap E to go forward through a bunch of functions, and shoot it to go backwards, the functions. But let's start with something simple, just addition.
So let's add some stuff over here.
Yeah, we'll just take 2 numbers, we'll add them together, and there we go.
Placing the wrong stuff again.
I was just placing them in a weird way.
Right.
So this is an example of what you can do with these number values. Let's say we want to do just 1 plus 2.
Wow.
And we get 3. The 3
Simple,
values
right?
inside the math block, but we're just using this display to actually get the value out and show it to you guys.
Yeah,
But you can actually use this math block. It's like you don't need this display. You can just hook up the value to whatever you
another
want to
math
use.
block even. Or just a number gate, and then you color it white. And when you color it white, it carries it. So if this value were to be bigger, like 9 plus 2, then this one shows plus n, not like a readout.
It would show plus n anyway.
No,
right?
Like this is a readout, and when you color it white, it's a carry one. So as long as it's not in this normal 16, because we have
Brent,
the
you're confusing me and probably all the viewers too.
just use
keep it simple for now. Keep it
Right.
simple. Keep it simple. We're gonna get to some more complicated stuff in a bit.
right.
So we got 9 and 2. Added together is 11. So if we wanted to go minus, it's already doing, like it's assuming the first input minus the second input. But if you wanted to be specific, you look at this, look at the
logo.
math block.
Yeah.
There's one that's going to be white and one that's going to be black. So white minus black is going to be the output. So say you wanted to do 2 minus 9, you actually color the 2 white, and the black one's going to be 9. So now we have white minus black, and that turns out to be -7. And that's one way that you can get negative numbers really easily. But yeah, just remember the whole white-black thing.
Yeah, it's used in a lot of functions actually.
Some of these functions don't actually care if the input is white or black. So multiplication is always going to be multiplication. And keep in mind that you can always string these functions along. So like, let's say that you have the value of 18 from the math block. You can actually take, let's say we want 2 minus 18. And then there you go, we have -16. So you can actually perform lots of different functions. But let's cut this off for now. Let's go to the next division. 2 divided by 9. That's okay. So
yes,
we actually have a reason now to show you the next color weighted digits. Put a space in between.
All right. So to show like decimal digits.
Yeah, we can actually show decimal places. Is it up to 8 digits as well?
Yes, up to 8. And then 9
for that, we use the light colors on the very top, with orange being the first decimal place, like 0.1, red being the second, 0.01, and so on.
Yeah.
So as long as you just hook it all up to the
first row.
We have a repeating number.
Oh, but that's great. That's great. We can show the trailing.
I changed it.
The trailing thing that you wanted.
I changed it to another repeating number.
Just wait. We have the trailing thing, remember?
Yes, we do.
Right, let's hook this up.
You're trying to jump from example to example too quickly because we're not fully finished explaining. Well, I guess we are.
Alright, there's the trailing dots.
Yeah, so what color is that? That's just light yellow, right?
Yes, next to white.
Yeah, so the one next to white, it's the 9th color, and that's just used to show if the decimal place continues on or not. So if it doesn't, let's do
4 divided by
2 divided by 4.
Yeah, that's
it
fine.
just shows a 0. Okay, cool. Yeah. So you can do all sorts of stuff with decimal places now, so you can get real specific.
Real specific. Until Lua freaks out, of course.
Okay, let's just take a little bit of a break from the examples for now. I'm going to respond to some of the things in chat. Hi, Ricky107 and Bougie channel. This mod pack on the Steam Workshop. It will be on the Steam Workshop. It's going to take a while for us to fully update all the mod packs. But when the ModPack beta is finished and the ModPack legacy support, again, some of the parts from the ModPack and the ModPack beta are being discontinued because of some new parts. Some parts are going to be moving around and stuff, so we want to make sure that everybody can actually load in their old blueprints. So we have to update the ModPack beta, and the ModPack legacy support all at the same time. Right. Shine Vision saying, "Oh, trailing, nice Brent."
Yes, trailing, and you can read the trailing as well, using again.
Oh my god, really? Really? So you can...
Yeah, you can do real specific, like
so
infinitely
if you
specific.
Have, a 10-digit decimal number, you can see the additional digits this way.
Yes. Oh.
Right.
Let's go. Well, I don't want to spoil too much. Let's just go to the next function, and we can use this readout for a specific number in like a few moments.
Yeah, okay. Wait 1 second. Can't wait for explosives. Yeah, well, we'll add some explosive stuff too as soon as we get the access to that. Was there anything else about the ModPack updates that I wanted to talk about? Not really. If you're a Patreon supporter, you're already testing this stuff out.
So when will it be out for the other people?
Like I said, when we're updating the ModPack beta and legacy support, ModPack beta is not going to get as many updates. It's going to have more discontinued parts, but it's going to get like some custom spud guns and stuff. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. I would probably estimate like I've given an estimate about like a month from now, next month. It's just a lot of work to deal with.
Lot of time.
Yeah, so if you've noticed in the inventory, we don't have the letter blocks anymore. We'll actually get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's just one example of a part that's completely discontinued for now, because we have...
A replacement.
Yeah, we have a replacement.
A better one.
So, all of the letter blocks, there was like 6 different letter blocks in both the ModPack and the ModPack beta. Those are both... In both ModPacks are going to be gone. They're going to be moved to the legacy support, so you can load in your old stuff.
And they're going to be replaced by 1 or 2 blocks for the colors.
We'll
get to that.
We'll check them out soon enough. But let's move on to the next function.
Modulus.
Yes, modulus. If you don't, this is probably going to be like getting to the point where it's just for nerds only.
As the rest after division.
Yes,
so,
this is a division remainder. So
yes.
If you do
2 divided by 9.
What's an easy example? Well, yeah, I guess any example really.
Let's actually use a bigger number. 9 divided by. Well, divided by. Yeah, 8. Or
8. 9. Oh, 9 divided by 8.
It's a remainder of 1.
Yes, the remainder is 1.
4, then it becomes also 1. Yeah, okay, 5. Okay,
so this is going to, what modulus does, if you don't already know what it does, what modulus does is, it'll divide the number, and then whatever's remaining, that's what it's going to return. So we can actually do, hold on, let's actually set this back to division. Let's put in another one here for modulus.
Alright.
And then, whoops.
Oh,
we can't both do the same thing at the same time.
I'll do the
yes.
displays. Right.
So when we're doing 9 divided by 5, here's the actual... Whoa, what?
What?
Is this not working properly?
That's probably Lua. It sometimes does strange stuff to numbers.
Let's try resetting this.
No, there's nothing wrong with you. It's Lua.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
9 divided by 5 should be 1.8, but Lua sometimes does strange stuff, and you get this.
Right. So, hold on. Let's just do something a little bit simpler. 8 divided by 5. Oh, yeah, no, this makes sense. Okay, my brain just doesn't know modulus that well. So we get 8 divided by 5, you get this, but the remainder,
it's
like the difference between 8 and 5 is 3. You'll see why this is useful in like some other examples.
If you divide 8 by 5, you get 1 and then a remainder of 3. That's it.
Yeah. 8 divides into 5 once, with an additional 3.
We should use bigger numbers, but...
No, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just move on.
Alright. So next function.
Oh, we have exponents. This is a huge number. Let's set this down to 2.
2, yeah. So 8 to the power of 2.
Okay, so actually, by default, you can actually put in just one value into this exponent function. But it can take 2, which is white to the exponent of black, to the power of black. So you can actually set, you can do cubes cube root or just cubic exponent by setting this to 3. But by default, it's always going to be 2.
Yes. So
You're just
if you don't connect the black one, it'll just be
not connecting it. It'll be the same. So 8 to the power of 2 is 64.
To the power of 3, it's 512. And you
Yeah.
can get really big this way. Like 8 to the power of a
Hey,
lot.
ladies.
Right.
Whoops.
Okay, that's maybe a bit too big. Let's actually do to the power of 4.
4096. So yeah, you can see like all these digits are going to be. You're definitely going to need some of these. A lot of digits.
The readouts are gonna be big.
Yeah. All right. After exponent is
But
square root, which is the same thing. By default, it'll be 2, but you can actually change the value as well. So if you wanted to do,
well, 1 wouldn't change a lot. You could do well if you have a big number over here, 9, and then 2. Well, 2.
You know, one thing.
3.
Hold on. I'm actually curious about something. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. But I'm pretty sure people understand the concept by now. If you know, between the white and black inputs with the math block.
Yeah.
So no matter what you see, the function here it's pretty straightforward. We're taking the square root of the white number or whatever the y root is.
Can I get back to the power just for 1 second?
Yeah.
As you know, the binary values over there had the darker colors. We have the same with these digits as well, so if we go really big, we can actually use the darker digits as well. And then
Right. The darker digits, for everything, the darker digits are larger digits.
Yes.
It's the continuation of the second row.
So I'm just skipping from the blue one, well, over here. I just didn't do these two colors. And, well, yeah, you'll see this dark orange one will be the 9th digit, and then this the 10th, 11th, and so on. And it actually forms 911.
I'm a new patron and I can't access the ModPack testing thing. We'll get you set up after the stream. Promise. Also, thanks for your pledge, dude.
It calls 911, Durf.
Call 911?
No, look over here.
Yeah, I see. It says 911. Yeah.
What a coincidence. Or maybe it's a sign. Anyway.
Awesome. I just verified your pledge. Yeah, we'll definitely get you set up after the stream. And I see your message in Discord too. I gotta make sure you're on my friends list on Steam. Okay, so yeah, the thing that I wanted to test real quick. Let's just set up a couple of. I think we just need one. No. We actually need 2 number blocks because of what I want to do.
Need some binary inputs.
I actually didn't need that other switch. So I wanted to do 0 minus 1. We're gonna get. Damn it, Brent! Crashed my game.
What? That's
Crashed
strange.
my game because you're trying to do stuff while I'm trying to do stuff.
I just connected it. That's strange. Why would that crash?
Stop trying to do stuff while I'm doing stuff then. Come on, man. Can you turn digits back to zeros and ones and zeros?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can convert back to binary if you really want to.
We'll get to that in just a second. We totally skipped over that, actually.
Can't you turn up Brent's mic a bit? I can do it a bit, but he's gonna be yelling in my ear.
Nah. You can change that in OBS as well. You use... A filter with gain.
Yeah, but I don't have your audio separate from like the music audio or whatever.
Oh.
Whatever. Not a problem. Just make sure you're speaking clearly.
Alright. Will do.
Okay. Back to the game. Okay.
What are those?
What I'm trying to do... you can join, by the way.
Yeah, connection
What I'm trying to
failed
do
for
right
some
now, though,
reason.
is... I'm gonna make the value of -1. Do I have it? Oh, I have to turn this on. There we go. So now don't start. Don't start.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, I want to test this. So we have -1. Now let's try and take the square root of -1. For you
Oh, no.
math nerds out there, you're going to realize that this is not something that you can actually display on a number block. Whoops, that's not a number block. It says 1.
That's Lua,
That is
that's not
wrong.
me. That's not me.
Yeah, no, that's definitely wrong. So what we have in this number block right here is an imaginary number, I. Stop messing around, Brent. Like you just crashed my game.
No,
You're
this...
trying to crash my game some more.
No.
Whatever. Let's make sure. Yeah, use the white. Why not?
Why does the
Okay,
carry value?
so what I want to do is now take that value. We'll test it from each of them. We're going to take this value and we're going to try squaring it again to see if the output will read 1. And that
No.
doesn't work. Okay, so let's take this one.
I don't think,
Alright, so imaginary
Lua
numbers
does-
don't work.
No.
Don't try to use imaginary numbers in your formulas.
Can you divide
We
by
might-
0? That's a
We
good
might
question.
Be able to, we might be able to add imaginary numbers in the future, with like special coding and stuff. Like we'll just add a special. Brent, I'm talking to you now. We'll just add like a special case for it. We'll create our own imaginary, quote unquote, imaginary number
Yeah.
scale.
We'll see about that. Just...
It depends on how big of nerds you guys are, really.
But someone asked, can you divide by 0?
Yeah,
This
let's
is
do
a
that over
really good-
here. Let's do that over here. Well, we have to set this one back. Back to oops. I got it. Back to division.
9 divided
White's
by
divided
0.
by black. Oh, that doesn't display right, does it?
No, it probably only displays on a white one, yeah.
Okay.
It's,
Yeah, so-
it's too big to separate it up into digits.
Yeah, but anything divided by 0 is infinity.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually have. You can play around with infinity if you really want. Divided by 0 doesn't break the game. I know there's like some people are going to say, oh, you can't divide by 0 because it's supposed to be an error. But really in math, it is technically infinity. It's just a different kind of infinity. So 1 divided by 0 is infinity. 2 divided by 0 is the same infinity. It's supposed to be double of the previous infinity, but that's something that's like...
No,
it's
we
not
don't
really
do
worth,
that.
yeah, it's not really worth getting into. Just sort of like
Insert
imaginary
the we don't do that here meme.
you gotta be a super nerd to really understand the difference between different types of infinities.
Mm-hmm.
But for simple stuff,
We have
just
two
have-
kinds. We have the positive and the negative infinity.
Yeah.
That's it.
So you have the full range of numbers, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
on real numbers.
Yes. Well, is infinity a real number?
It's real enough for me.
All
Why are you
right.
trying to hurt its feelings? Alright, so let's move on past square root. We have comparisons, greater than or less than, which is pretty self-explanatory. It'll just send, like, it... What
Oh.
are you doing, Brent?
I was
Serious?
just
You
hooking it
serious
up.
right now?
If you uncolor this
Or are
one,
you starting
you
to
can.
glitch stuff out?
Nah, if you uncolor this one, you can connect it to a thing. By the way, if
Alright,
it starts
so-
to flicker, that means something is wrong and you need to rewire your stuff.
or you know, you could just wire like a sane person and avoid that altogether.
Yeah.
All right, you don't. No. Stop this madness. You can just hook it up to. No. Oh,
Oh,
damn it!
all
Put
right.
it back. You can hook it up directly to the logic gate.
I'm not connecting. Yes, you can.
So the output of one, this comparison function, it'll just output 1 or 0, true or false, and it still works for logic gates. So you can actually use it in like with vanilla logic gates. You can compare stuff to be true or false. The next one is less than function, which obviously is not. It's the same output, 1 or 0.
Which is reversed. Can be useful.
Yes. It
Less
can be
input
useful,
gates.
and we're gonna get to this example of how it's gonna be useful soon.
Not now.
Let's just quickly go through the rest of the functions. Equal comparison. If
Yeah,
the two
like-
numbers are equal, it'll output 1.
So 0 is equal to 0.
Yep.
2 is
Now
equal
we
to
have
2.
less or greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. We have
Sinus.
sine function.
Yeah, we actually need only one input, otherwise you're gonna... Well, it's gonna
So if
screw
you know
things
your
up.
trigonometry, you'll have you'll be able to do your graphing calculators and stuff.
So this is in degrees. If we want 90 degrees, we should probably combine some digits then.
Why?
Well, 90 degrees. Can't do that in binary.
Oh, you want to take the sine of 90 degrees.
Yes. So if you could
Then,
quickly disconnect the other things.
I'm disconnecting this white gate. So now you can put it in the white.
Yes, that was exactly what I was gonna do. Bam. 90 degrees. That's exactly 1. The sine of
Yeah,
it.
the sine of 90 is 1. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's put 94. And there you get the very specific value from the sine function.
And negative 90. So if we use the math block to get negative. If we use one input for the negative function, by the way, it becomes just negative. It makes the input negative. You don't have to do 0 minus whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we showed that over here when I was just making... Oh, wait, I did add a 0. We don't need a 0.
Yes.
Okay, you can just use the subtraction function to make anything negative, any input negative.
And
it will
negative
assume
inputs
0
will be
minus.
positive. Negative inputs will become positive as well.
Yes, it'll invert. But yeah, we have trigonometric functions, so sine, cosine, tangent, and we also have the negative ones for it too. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need inputs for
For-
this, but we have the number pi.
Oh, and
here as well.
here's how the trailing thing. I might have messed up the trailing thing.
Don't worry about it right now.
I'll fix that.
It's nobody needs that many digits anyway.
True.
So you can definitely use pi for some other stuff if you want to. Like you'll be able to make so much stuff with this.
Oh.
We haven't even gotten a chance to really play around with this stuff.
Pi in one of sine or cosine or what is it?
Why?
I
Why?
don't know. No, wasn't it like
Let's just keep it simple for now.
yeah.
This is simple, by the way, guys. This is simple.
Yes.
Anyway, we have a random number generator.
It generates default no inputs, generates a number between 0 and 1. So it's all smaller
Yeah, let's actually give it 2 inputs. This is 90 whatever, and this is whatever number that we
Nine.
said it's to.
yeah. So now it's
we'll set it to 4.
Right, 4. So between 4 and 94 now. Oh, and let's add a switch input, or maybe a
Let's add a button. Let's add a button, because
Yeah.
if you turn on the switch, it'll keep on generating
Yeah.
something random, as long as
Boom.
it's on.
So but yeah, you might have an outdated script. I'm not sure. Anyway,
What are you talking about? Outdated
button.
script.
Yeah, I thought I fixed this. Anyway, random.
No, so then the tick button. You just add the tick button.
Yeah, somehow that doesn't work. I was sure I fixed
Oh,
this.
god damn it, Brent.
Dude,
All
I'm
right.
pretty sure you
No,
have an
it's
outdated
fine.
script.
Fine.
Just
No, you just didn't give me the updated script. You like to word things like it's my fault, even though you're the one that didn't give me
or
the
you
script.
give that in between and it fixes it. But anyway, that should be fixed.
Long story short, for the people that don't want to hear our arguments, we're generating a number between 4 and 94.
When there is a number input.
Yeah,
When there
that's
is
all,
a
that's all we're
logic.
doing. This is what this random function does.
Yes. So 4 and 94 being included. If you don't include one of the inputs, so only 94 as input, then
No,
it'll
only 4.
or only 4.
Are you doing it or am I
you-
doing it? Okay,
you
I'm
do
doing
it.
it.
You said it, you do it.
Yeah.
Then it'll only generate a number between 1 and 4.
Yeah. One number input is between 1 and the number. No inputs is between 0 and 1, so you get a lot of decimal places. And 2 number inputs is between both numbers, including the numbers that you put in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's move on. Let's disconnect that. All right, what's next? Absolute. Perfect.
Yeah, we can
let's
use this one
take
over
this
here.
one. We're gonna make
What,
we're
negative?
gonna take this. We're gonna take the cosine
Oh, alright.
of 94, negative or whatever. Then we're gonna put in this absolute block. Oh, that doesn't work, does it?
Why wouldn't it? Yeah, it works.
No, because absolute is the
Yeah, it's a positive. It makes it. It makes
absolute
negative.
removes-
Yeah, it removes the sign.
Right. That's what absolute does. I'm being dumb.
It doesn't floor or anything.
Okay, so this function right here, if you're a nerd, you know what it does. If you're not a nerd, it
Makes negative
It
numbers
makes-
positive.
yeah. Negative numbers positive, positive numbers being positive. It'll just make sure whatever number you have, it's going to be positive.
Yep.
Next, floor.
Right.
It will round
Down.
whatever number you have down. It'll round it down. Even if you have like 0.9, it'll round it down to 0.
And minus 0.1 will be rounded to -1.
Yes. Even though it's closer to 0, 0.1 will round down to -1.
And that's
what
what
floor does. It'll bring it to the floor.
Yes.
That's why. What's this?
Round.
Oh, this is just round. This is regular round. So
Like
it does the
the normal
usual
one.
0.5 rule. If you're 0.5 and above, it'll round up. 0.49999
And
so
below.
on. And under, it'll round down. That's regular rounding.
Yep.
Ceiling is rounding up no matter what. So if you have 0.1, it'll round it up to 1.
Yes.
It's the same. It's the opposite of floor, except the other direction.
Exactly.
Useful for programming.
Very useful.
Min.
Minimum. It takes the smallest amount of all inputs. Now, if we have cosine, that's like minus 0 point whatever.
No. Let's not do the cosine. Hold on. Let's just. Oops. I disconnected the wrong one. We'll just do
Right.
between 94 and 4. So it's going to take the minimum value that you put in.
Smallest
This
number
is a
of
little bit
any
different.
inputs.
Yeah, this is like an easier way to check less than or greater than. You just check like these 2 number inputs. It'll do the checking for you, which one's less than or greater than, and it'll just return the smaller one, the minimum value.
Oh, a great
4.
question. Do these number blocks have delay by Technologic Nick? Yes, they have delay. Just like a normal regular gate, they have 1 tick delay.
Yeah.
It would be impossible to have no delay, by the way.
Well, the functions themselves in the math block have no delay.
No,
That's why, for example, if you want to do the comparison of yourself, like if 4 is less than 94, then return 4, or if 94 is less than 4, return 94. We're doing all of that in the min function, and that's instantaneous.
Well, like having these two inputs and then having an output, it takes one tick from this input to get to the output
Between
of this
connections,
block.
it takes a tick.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. So we have min, we have max, which is the same. It returns the maximum. So you see 94 here. Oh yeah, we have logarithmic functions, which you can input white and black. Now we're getting into the realm where it's like even too nerdy for me.
Yeah.
But let's just move on. We're gonna show you all the stuff. We have not exponents. This is just E.
Yeah, E without.
If you know the constant E, normally it's E to the power of 1.
Yeah, and that's 2.71828.
Yeah. It's another number like pi for those who are not nerdy.
Yes.
It's just another special number like pi.
And then you can also.
You can give it a special exponent if you really want to.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just move on.
Right. Next one.
Well, we have the inverse trigonometric functions, sine to the power of -1, or arc sine, arc cosine, arc tangent.
Yeah, and that's between 0 and 1, so you don't want to input anything bigger than that because it won't work.
Right. We also have a hypotenuse function, so you could do the squaring both sides and then taking the square root of those added together, but we put those in a function together.
Yeah.
So you can just put in the two inputs, x and y,
so
and then it will return the hypotenuse.
Yeah, if the side of the triangle is 14 wide and 4 high, then the diagonal line will be 14.5.
Why don't you show them? Why don't you show them?
I just did 14 and 4.
Oh, 14 and 4? 14.560219.
I'll do 10.
Okay.
10 and 4 is a little bit better. Or maybe, let's do 8. 10 and 8. Yeah, see, now it's 12.8. It's a little better. Anyway.
You can use scrap mechanic to do your homework.
Exactly.
Alright, so after that, this is, okay, we're getting into the other stuff right now. Let's disconnect, let's disconnect the inputs. I don't think the digits really matter. The digit output will just be 0 and 1.
Yes.
So if the seat is seated in, it will just return 1. So you can actually have program logic to tell if somebody's in a seat or not.
And you can actually also hook it to a logic gate. Oh,
multiple seats. Put them down.
There you go.
You connect? You connect it. You didn't? Okay, I'll connect it. Okay, so with multiple seats, you can actually tell how many people are sitting in all the seats.
Yes.
So it'll count the number of seated seats. See, the number is 1, now it's 2.
And now it's 0.
Oh, now it's 0. Okay.
And it also lights up a logic gate. But yeah, as long as if this gate is on, then the logic gate will also be on. So that's a regular rule over everything.
Well, we're getting into the new functions. Oh, I think they're just talking to other people in my chat. Never mind. But yeah, so we have a seated function.
If you want to scroll to the next one, you need to disconnect seats though. These ones lock the input because seats see these as a button you can press if you go in a seat. Oh, yeah. Apparently that's broken again for me as a client. I can see it as a 1, but as soon as I go into seat, I can't press it. You can though. You see? I
can press the 1. No, I can't.
You can see it though, right? No?
Not on my hotbar, no.
Oh god, it's even more broken than I thought.
I don't think that's broken at all. Just forget about it. Why are you confusing people? Just move on. We're gonna switch this over to the next function, which is steering. This is an A and D
Oh.
A and D detector.
Also,
So,
multiple inputs.
okay, one thing at a time, Brent.
Right.
Moving a bit too quickly for these examples. So A and D converter, if you hook it up to one seat, right now I'm pressing A, it's -1, that's left turn. And then right turn is +1.
And
so
it
you can actually
shows
see the
all the
entire
numbers
way
in between, yeah.
in between there, all the decimal values. So if I'm like tapping right turn, but I'm not completely pressing it, you can see I never actually reach 1, but you still get the full value of what I'm doing.
And you can multiply this by a big number to get something useful.
Yeah.
Like thrusters.
So now let's show them what we do with 2 or multiple inputs.
So I'm steering left.
It shows 0.5 because it's between the 2 seats, so I have to steer left as well to reach.
That's right. No, wait, left. Okay, never mind.
You said left, I steer left.
Left, yeah.
Okay.
It needs to be
Oh
decent
my god,
teamwork.
and if you guys are as cooperative as us, this is going to be super fun. Anyway, so yeah, it'll just be like adding half the value. I don't know how to describe
It's
it,
the
but I'm pretty sure you
average.
guys can visually see it.
Average.
It's 0.5. Yeah, the average between the seats. So if Brent steers one way and stays steering that one way, and I steer the other way, they'll average out to 0. Or we have to work cooperatively to cooperate. We have to work together to get the full value, which is actually going to be really interesting.
Exactly.
If, who knows? Maybe the multiplayer Monday guys will build something out of this, and then there'll be stupid races.
Definitely, it'll be awesome.
All right, let's get these disconnected, and then move on to the next function, which is a WS converter. What?
Already converted
okay,
one.
That one.
I don't know.
Okay.
So now I'm pressing W.
Yep.
And S.
And we see. Yeah. So there's no decimal values because it's pretty instantaneous, but you can tell which direction he's going in.
Yeah.
Between 1 and -1.
Exactly.
So this is a good way to make your own WASD converters with numbers as well. Maybe you can calculate all sorts of stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't unseated just be the not condition of the seated value? Yeah. Yeah, back to the seated function.
Yeah, let me just disconnect first. Oh, you mean having a gate like this, right? And then not. Yeah. Well, as soon as one guy enters, it's...
Yeah, see? Yeah, so it does do the thing.
If it's all empty, only then it'll be on.
Oh, you didn't hook up the other one.
No, I did.
No,
but,
now I did.
Oh.
I entered the seats.
Doesn't matter if I go into it now.
Right. Yeah, they all have to be empty. Because
if you want
will
it to be
a positive number.
Yeah, if you want to do something custom with it, you actually need to do it like this. So you can also do this and then actually have an AND or an AND. Like it's on as long as not all seats are in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty neat.
So yeah, you will need multiple for that.
Okay. For the speedometer, sorry, my chat's just mentioning it, but for the speedometer part, when we update it with a new model and stuff, we should actually make that output the number value so that we can actually get it and use it.
Definitely.
So we can make things like if you're going too fast, we'll set off an explosive device or something. No, wait, the speed bus. Oh my god, from the movie Speed.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's a bus that's, if you're driving too slow, then it explodes.
Nice.
It's like one of the, what is it, a movie from the 90s? Like the era of dumb movie ideas?
Hey, Koki. Welcome to the stream.
Alright, so let's switch. That's all the functions, right? Oh, no, now we have a memory bit.
Oh, yeah, let me do that one.
If you have, yeah, do a simple example if you can.
So, if we have... I'll do switches. So, for example, 2 switches. and also a number block to say which thing it should do, and it should be white. So this is the action it does. 0 is flip, 1 is set, and 2 is reset. So if we say 0 and both switches are on, it'll flip. And we can actually also use the tick button.
I don't understand. Like, you're saying things, but I don't understand what you're doing. So I know that the input of the number value is between
The
0,
action.
1, and 2.
Yes.
0 is what?
Flip. So
Okay, 0 is flip the value, 1
Yes.
is set the value, and 2 is unset the value.
So flip
Right.
means if both logic inputs are on, then the current value of this will flip. So active will become inactive, inactive will become active. Yeah, tick button will probably be better. So we can flip it this way.
Okay, yeah, this is a lot better than to
Yeah.
explain the logic behind. This
And-
is something that if you logic creators out there, like, this is something for you to understand. This is not something for me to understand.
You can
The
use
memory bit
this.
function.
Yeah, this is actually really useful to create giant displays, and then the display will be only one layer.
Yeah.
You can set using 1, so it'll only set. Really
Yeah,
useful.
no matter how much you press.
And then 2 will reset.
And
Always.
0 again is flip.
So you can create a display with Snake or Pac-Man or whatever you want.
Awesome. And that was the math block. Oh my god. What a part.
Yes.
That we're like an hour into the stream now. This is ridiculous. Okay, so let's show you actually something a little bit
We forgot one.
bit
Converting these numbers back into binary. So how would you do that? Well, again, so for example, we want this 12. Yeah, 12. We want 12 to show in binary. We'll
12. That's 120, right?
100 and, oh yeah, 123. Let's do this way. Let's just do 23. So 23 is 5 bits, so we need 5 gates. We actually color them, the color value. Can you do that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna add one there. Right. So currently it'll show 23 if you read it like this, but if you connect logic gates to the output, then they will be a number to binary converter. So this
Okay,
this
so you're going from the number block to the logic gate,
yes.
and then it will automatically detect that you want binary because you're doing that.
Yes. So a number into different number blocks and then into binary. And then they
And
will
then you
convert
can,
based on the color actually. So yeah, so this being the bigger, yeah, the highest significant
And
number
you
will
can
be on the
paint
left.
these and then convert it back to a decimal.
Yes, exactly. So if you do this again, and then we have some more space if you have. I don't have the wood block currently. Let's actually put it over here. And then let's put a readout. And it's back to 23.
Bam. So converted to binary and back.
Yes. And
Alright, let's,
you can actually also, these readouts are also numbers. So if you have this number 2 over here, and you want to convert that to binary, I don't know why you would want to convert 2 to binary, but whatever, then this will show the absolute value of 2, not
Oh,
20.
right.
So that's
Yeah.
how you can convert individual digits into binary again. Useful
Yeah, it's
for
just hooking
making displays and stuff.
Yeah. I'm
Right.
sure all the nerds are creaming their pants right now. So let's
We'll put probably some examples in the workshop.
Oh yeah, no, well, yeah, we'll put a few like tutorial examples. We'll probably also make like individual videos of some examples. So wait, yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's actually show that part first. I was gonna show something else, but that's
the tick button. Because we used the tick button, but we haven't shown how it works exactly.
Okay, we'll put that on there, but we'll wait a little bit. Let's actually show the counter block first. So I'm gonna put
a readout. I'll make the readout.
Yes, we need a readout. Let's show switches first. Well, it works with switches or buttons.
Yes, any logic input. Number as well. U color, I connect.
Yep.
Right.
Okay. So this counter block, all that it does is, hold on. We only need one switch for now.
Yeah.
All that it does is when you press a button or turn it on, it just counts up. And that's all that it does. It counts one number per tick.
Yes. So you can count the amount of ticks you've been in the game. And maybe even divide it up to create a timer. Divided by 60. Use modulus divided by modulus 60, and then you can count.
No, because you have to do divided by 40 first.
Oh yeah, divided by 40
it's
first
40
too.
ticks per second.
Yes, exactly.
In the game. But anyway, let's not go into complicated examples right away.
All right.
Please, Brent. Please.
All right.
Okay. So hooking up two switches. One of them is going to be up, and the other one's going to be down. So you can count back down if you really want to.
If you want to define which one goes up and which one goes down, then you will want to use these colors.
And all of a sudden, the one that was going negative is now going positive.
Yes.
Because he colored this brown, the bottom colors.
So the bottom colors are negative, and the middle colors over here are positive.
Yeah, so you're, count up and down. That's the way to think about it.
Yes.
The up colors are up, the down colors are down. You can also use these for, hold on. Press E on the counter block to reset it to 0.
Oh yes. So
that
if you count...
No. I want to reset it. There we go. I want it to be at 0.
Right.
Because I think if you color this red, and then you turn on a red switch, it'll count up from the second digit. It'll just completely skip the first digit.
Yep, and same goes for the other colors.
The higher digits as well. Yeah, so you can count up to really big numbers really quickly.
Really big numbers.
Oh my god. Okay, let's reset that to 0.
But how can we reset it as well? Using a white input.
A white input as a reset. So you can use logic gates.
So
then your logical create. No. We want that to be orange.
Right. So that,
yeah,
and then
just,
we press it as reset.
Yeah.
Right. Awesome, right?
Yeah. So let's hook up a tick button. You guys saw us using this button before. It's a new type of button. We're gonna hook it up to the counter block right now. So let's reset it. So by default, the tick button is exactly what it sounds like. It's just one tick in length. So when you press it, why are you?
That's because the extra input. You will, if you have a reset input and a count input, you will need another input like this that is a brown color.
Oh yeah, I thought it would just detect the color. We might fix that. All right, Brent says 1 sec, but I can just show you this real quick. So the tick button, for every press, you can see it's just counting up by one single tick. I wish, hold on, maybe I can, a little bit better. A little bit better. So tick by tick. You can also shoot it. But Let's reset that. There's another feature to this tick button. You can actually hold on. Let's actually pull out. That's upside down. You can actually use them with number gates, and you can actually program what the tick button does specifically. So let's give it a value of.
Right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Let's give it a value of, what is this, 8?
And then it'll be 8 ticks.
We're going to give it a value of 10. So we're going to put in the value of 10 into the tick button. So did you get rid of my lift? Anyway, when we hit the tick button now, I'm going to take a close look at it. Don't press anything right now, but I'm going to take a close look at it to show people. You see that? It took 10 ticks, and it actually counted up to 10 specifically.
And it shows every tick in between. Because the counter, well, it stays on for 10 ticks.
Let's try it again. Hold on, I'm gonna put my lift down again so I can actually see the numbers nicely.
I'll press it under one, maybe.
Okay, fine. Well, oh, thanks for the warning. But yeah, you can see it's counting up tick by tick for 10 ticks. So let's actually set that to some other
16.
binary number that I don't know. 16?
No, 15. 15. So
Okay,
if you
well,
reset it...
let me reset, yeah.
15.
Cool. And
But
if I press it, it's a little bit longer.
Also, there's sounds
use,
for everything.
Well, okay, hold on. I'm going to remove all the inputs. I'm putting the counter as inputs for the tick button. And I'm also going to make this... Oh, that's down. Whoops. Let's make that count up to... We're just going to wait a bit until it's like a larger number.
It's going to be too large.
Oh, look at that. Almost 256. But anyway, let's just take a look at this. For 256 ticks.
You'll see it slowly going, and also the UV is also slowly going.
Yep. So this is kind of like a more programmable timer. It's not like the timer block, like the vanilla timer. It's not like this thing because the timer block has a delay. Like for the amount of time that it's on, it also has to be off for that amount of time.
Yes, and not this one.
It takes a delay before it's on.
Because when
it's if
it's halfway, once it's halfway, you can press it again, and it'll fill the entire value again. Yeah. And that's not the case with the timer, because it'll have like empty values in between the normal timer. We don't do that.
Yeah, that's right. So this tick button is very, very versatile when it comes to being a timer.
But maybe the best thing with this is it can also be activated by logic. We should probably have a smaller value for this though.
Oh, you're activating the tick button. Okay.
Yes, so it'll be on for 1 tick now. And
even though it says 0, yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. It cannot do 0 or minus or negative stuff. So it'll be on for exactly 2 ticks every 6 ticks, because this loop takes 6 ticks. And then now 3 ticks, 4, and so on. Like it's 6, this loop is 6 ticks, so it'll always be on.
Yeah, but the loop now is just resetting it. Oh, or not.
Now it's on for 1, now it's on for 5 ticks and then off for 1 tick. And then, yeah, okay. Once this is longer than 6, because this loop is only 6 ticks, then
let's do your example where it was whoa. There we go. This is gonna be off for a single tick, on for the rest of the 6 ticks.
Yes. Well, on for 5 ticks. Total loop size is 6 ticks.
Yeah, that's just because of this though.
And of course you can also use timers.
I think that covers the tick button, the counter, the math block, the number block. Let's show the... Okay, I'm gonna show the sensor first.
Oh yeah. That's a great one,
and
actually.
because we'll have a working. Stop putting things so high up, Brent.
Don't you want to
Jeez.
read out where the... Okay, I'll put it
I
over
wanted a
here.
readout, but like lower where it's on my screen.
Right.
I know you're trying to help, but jeez, man.
Right, put the sensor.
Are you
And
hooking it up?
yeah, I'll hook it up, and I'll use a carry value so we can hook up multiple stuff to it as well.
Why?
Just
What?
to show
No,
how
you
carry.
can just put it. You can just hook up the sensor.
Yeah, you can do
So,
that
like,
too.
why
But
do you jump straight to the complicated stuff?
it's not it's just a carry value. You can multiply easily using that.
Okay, so this is a smart sensor. It's exactly, well, it's not exactly like a sensor. It's going to sense infinite range and just return what the range is. So Brent is moving.
Yeah, it's difficult
Do
to
I need
stay
to
on
build a
one line.
track for you?
I'll walk on this line, okay? So you can see. And now if I... Alright.
There you go. So we can get the exact value. Oh, you didn't even finish the display, dude.
What? Oh, yes, there's also the decimal digits. Totally forgot. I'll do that. Oh crap.
Brent.
Your fault.
Well, I'm not Brent, you're Brent.
Right, you coloring it, I'll wire it.
This is way too precise. We definitely don't need this many decimal places. But anyway, we're actually, without Brent in the way, we're actually detecting where the world border is.
About
Like I said
3,000
before,
blocks.
yeah, like I said before, it will detect infinite range.
Up till the border, of
Um,
course.
Well, yeah, the border is the...
Except...
If there was no world border, it would just detect, it would probably return infinity or some
No,
error
no,
and crash the
because the raycast wouldn't hit. It would just not update. I think it would return the default value of
Oh.
10,000. There is a
Okay.
default value set to,
Right.
of 10,000.
So here, let's step into the thing a little bit, and now we can see the precise value that I'm in blocks. I'm 11.5269727 blocks.
Yep.
Step a little closer. A little closer. A little closer. A little closer. I'm 1/4 of a block away from the sensor right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is as close as I can get.
We can
It's,
actually...
I probably can remove this wood right here.
This is not exactly 5 blocks, as you saw.
So now if I stand right in there, I'm much closer than 1/4 of a block away.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because of the shape of the character collision.
We could definitely make a coordinate system with this thing. And location... yeah, we can probably make a location block
Try
too.
not to jump to
Yeah, it's
complicated
just
examples.
someone said
I'm
something
still
in the...
trying to explain how
chat.
this thing works to people.
Mhm.
I know you're excited. Oh my god. Wait, you know what? Just wait to build those examples in your videos and on the workshop. This is more of like an introduction, Brent. So, let's, God damn it.
This is not exactly 0 blocks, look. That's just scrap mechanic being scrap mechanic.
Okay. So, let's show you an example of how you can actually use this in a practical way. We're going to set up 2 values. And this time we're going to set... Oh, my number blocks. The wrong way. So let's set up a couple of values up here.
It's too high.
Hold on. I'm actually going to use counters for this.
Counters. Alright.
Yeah, just because it's more convenient for me.
Oh,
to,
and then using the math look.
instead of setting
for-
up for binary. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to program this sensor to work. Yes, Brent is helping me out.
I'm helping, yay. Right.
So we're gonna set this sensor to be less than or greater than certain values, and we're gonna get a very specific range out of this thing. And
What? Oh, my game is doing some more strange stuff.
do I already have this example built?
Probably not.
I don't. I don't. It's fine. Okay. Why are you already doing stuff? Sure, we'll do between 6 and 43, so a pretty decent range.
Mm-hmm. So the white input being the sensor. And then we can use an AND gate in between, of course,
Yes.
if it wants to place.
So the sensor is white. It'll just return whatever range is being detected, right? And then each of these math blocks are detecting less than or greater than, respectively. So let's actually mark these ranges, I think.
So only when an object is between 6 and 43 range, it'll be on.
Oh
this,
yeah, we have the display right here. So this is 5. Yeah. So here is the 6th block,
Mm-hmm.
and then the 36th block is.
No, you made it 43.
Oh no, yeah, 43, right. There we go. You can see the display. I'm not sure how visible that is on the stream, but that's 43.2 right now. I think that's over here.
Yeah, you can just...
No, that's
43.9, but yeah.
there we go, 42.99. So that's from that block to this block. That's the range, the custom range that we set this sensor to. And with this logic setup, this AND gate here is the final output. So this is sort of like a normal sensor at this point, except with a custom range between 6 and 43. So anything, if I'm before this, it's not going to turn on. If I'm within the range, it'll turn on. If I'm beyond the range,
It will
won't turn
not. Yeah.
And that's the smart sensor. You could probably use this for other stuff, like do you have
Hover?
an example of a hover vehicle?
Yeah, but the hover vehicle uses the new stuff we also added, the thrusters. Are we gonna go into the thrusters
All
right now?
we'll just go. Yeah, we'll go one by one. We'll take a look at some other new stuff for now. But just to let you guys know, though, you can actually use that
To make a...
sensor because it returns whatever distance it is. Like you can set thrusters to fire.
Not vanilla
if the
thrusters.
distance-
Not vanilla thrusters.
Brent, let me finish.
Yeah, alright.
Because you can hook up a vanilla thruster to that logic gate to fire if it's within the range that you set. You know what? Maybe I'll just show you because you're being stubborn.
Oh, just fire at maximum power. Yeah, okay, yeah, true.
Not maximum power, whatever the power the thruster's set to.
Yeah, okay. But it won't do the power that this number returns. That's where other thrusters come in place.
Oh my god, Brent. That's another example for
Yeah.
later.
All
Oh my
right.
god. If you just let me finish, you would have not... You just.
Alright.
Okay. Anyway. So that's an example of how you can make a flying vehicle float at a very specific range, or program thrusters for a specific... Like this sensor... Oh, there's something else about this sensor too that we need to show you. So I'm not sure what the best way to show you this is. I'm gonna
just
probably
pressing
do it
E
on
on
a
it.
little platform here with a seat.
Oh no,
and
I
we'll
think
put it on a bearing.
a wedge would be the best thing.
We'll put it on a bearing with steering to show.
What are you doing?
Oh, I don't have the sensor anymore.
I'll place one.
I got it.
Right.
Whoops. Okay. And then we need an output.
Oh, yes. Okay, this is actually a good example too. I don't have any. Okay.
We'll just use the logic gate, right? Regular
Yeah.
old logic gate. Or a light. A light works too. Sure, that works. You hooking it up? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
no, we
detecting
need
the ceiling. We need a math block. So. Oops. Smaller than what?
smaller than 1.
1?
1 or
You-
2 or any number, really.
Do you have switches?
I can pull that one out right now.
Oops. Right.
Okay. So what we have here is like a traditional A and D thruster, or I mean converter.
Mm-hmm.
And the way those typically work is the sensor, like a vanilla sensor. You know what? Maybe we can have a vanilla sensor on the other side
Yeah.
for
I have it.
comparison. Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
What? You're
Oops.
hooking up to a math block?
Yeah, it's strange. Yeah, it works with a map block too, but the thing is, my game is a bit delayed and sometimes it places the wrong block.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So as you can see, both sensors right now, they work the same. It doesn't detect, like if you're over the sensor just a little bit, it doesn't fully detect the block being in the way.
Because it's just one raycast. It's a point raycast from this little point you can see in the middle.
The sensor senses like a one-dimensional line right in the center.
Yes.
It's a very thin line that
Just-
it detects.
Just like this one.
Yeah.
But
So if you, I'm gonna get a close up on this. Don't get out of the sun, out of the sunlight, so we can see. Are you gonna press it?
yes.
So what we did right now, you can press E on this thing to flip it back and forth between a very thin line or a very wide line. And now you can just be just a little bit over it.
And it'll be
See, it
enough to
doesn't work for
trigger.
the vanilla, but it works just a little bit over the smart sensor. So you can get a little bit more responsive for your A&D converter if you want to use these sensors for that.
What people used to do is put like bolts to it, but using bolts with this one won't work because it's like a full block range.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
actual
no, it's,
width of the block.
with the smart sensor in this mode, it's it detects everything in the block. Yeah, so you
And
can't use a smaller
it detects
a screw.
the closest value. So if you do like this and a readout, so let's actually create a readout real quick. Can you color him?
Yeah, I can color them. I don't know what you're doing, or how.
Right. So in a single line, no, color them with the
Oh, the decimal.
yeah. Right. So decimal, this will be 1 block and 2, well, 26-ish. But if we make it bigger, then it'll detect also the bottom of this block, and it'll see the closest raycast hit.
Right. You're explaining it in terms that a lot of players won't actually understand.
I don't
Like
know.
people are like, what's raycast? No.
It's
So
just-
what it means is if the line is like very thin and in the center, it's going to detect where my cursor is on the wedge, the very center of the wedge, which is about halfway into the block. But if you make it a wide line, it'll detect the bottom of the wedge here, which is actually a little bit closer to the sensor
Exactly.
than the middle.
So we can show that. Now it's thin line, and it'll detect this point. Right.
Yeah, good example.
Magic.
All right, so I think that covers the smart sensor.
Yes.
What do we have next? We did the counter, we did the math block, number block. We have a memory panel.
Yes.
Yeah, I think if you want to show that real quick.
Real quick. I don't think it can be quick. So
Just to show what it does. and then we'll get to examples later.
Alright, so if you have binary value over here, and we can also have a button or a tick button or whatever, or even multiple inputs. Oh god, the delay is so bad.
That's your internet, that's not mine.
Probably. Right, so here's the readout. If we have, for example, 10, which we can show here, whatever.
So it's sphere casting? No, it's just like a for the nerds in my chat. It's when it's doing a wider line, it's just doing multiple raycasts in a straight line.
Yes. And the closest one is the one that returns.
We're limited to whatever Scrap Mechanic offers in Lua programming.
Yes, but the memory panel, if you have a number input and a logic input...
But you're getting robot voice.
Oh, great. Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so number input and a button input.
Okay, so we're putting in 9 into the memory panel.
Yes. And then the logic
then,
input.
And then we, what, flick the button?
Yeah, flick the button and it saves the value. And then you can even disconnect the number.
Well,
and it'll,
okay, yeah, we can
it'll remember it.
But the memory panel still has the value 9 in it. Okay.
As long as you don't press it. If you press it and there's no number input, it won't do anything.
Okay, but let's hook it up again. Let's try not to crash my game.
You do it.
Let's hook it up again. Let's change the value to 3. We set the value to 3. You can see the little light blinked for a minute.
Yeah. Right.
For a little bit, and then we set the value to 3. You can set the value. Oh, you've been setting values. Okay.
Yeah, as well. No, 6.
Yeah. So even if you change this, it still has the previous value.
It needs the
until
logic input to be on. Yeah, and you can also have multiple logic input. Oh, don't delete that. Multiple logic inputs. You connect it.
Okay.
So, now when you press this button, it will also save it. So it's like an OR gate. So if you press a switch, it also saves it. It's just an OR gate basically. So any logic input.
Any input will set the value. Okay, but what I was gonna do was we're gonna get. Do you have another number block? Yeah, you do. Cool.
Right.
Let's set that to white. And we'll connect that up. And we'll...
Yeah, I'm
painting?
Trying to paint with a delay of 5 seconds.
Okay, so what happens when we connect a white number input to the memory panel, this is actually the memory address that we're writing to.
Yes, so you can have address 0 and then 1, 2, 3, and so on. And you can write to a specific address. You can save multiple values. So in address 0, there's saved 5. Let's actually...
Okay.
And then if
what, are you resetting it? No, you just change... Okay, so this is also how you access different memory slots too.
Yes.
So in memory slot 1, we don't have anything in there. In memory slot 2, we don't have anything in there. But memory slot 0, we still have 5.
Yes. So
let's go go to memory slot 1.
And save 1.
Sure. In memory slot 2, let's save another number. Another number.
Boom, 13.
13. And memory slot 3.
16. 15, I mean. Boom.
Alright. So now let's ignore this for a little bit, and let's just cycle through what we already did. Memory slot 0 still has 5.
1 has 1.
Still has 1. 2 still has 13. And 3 has 15.
Yes.
Or if, you can also just use multiple memory panels if you don't want to use the memory, like the memory addresses.
If you want to simultaneously save multiple values, you can use multiple.
this UV pan, like this display on the memory panel, will show what
The
memory
address.
address you're using.
Yes.
See, that's 1. That's 2.
You're actually standing on it. I can't see.
Oh, sorry. I'm getting a good angle for it here. You can get a good angle for it if you want.
Yeah, so you can see over your 3, 1, and 0, and 2.
Yeah.
And the other panel over here, the yellow thingy, blinks when you save, and it actually also goes on for a while if you load. So if you click another value, just press 3 or something. If you do 3, no? Oh yeah, it reads, as you can see, it's going on for a longer while. It's sort of flickering, and that means it's reading. It's just a small detail.
Yeah.
Anyway, what you can also do is hook multiple stuff to it. So, as you saw, you can do multiple logic inputs, but you can also do multiple number inputs. So for example, this is 15 in this block, this is 3, and it will just add it together. 15 plus 3 is 18. And same for
Okay.
addresses.
Yeah, so he's putting 15 into one number block, he's putting 3 into another. Both are going into the memory panel, and it'll just add them.
Yep. Same for addresses, by the way. Can be useful for maybe making a CPU for the
this is definitely
for the tryhards.
this is definitely one of those logic parts that it's like the number of things that you can build with this is endless.
Ginormous,
It depends on what you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a good introduction to what this is.
Exactly.
All right, what do we have next? Memory time block.
Time block. Should I load up my example?
Let's just first show what it is and what it reads out, and then we'll load up your example. So hold on, I'm gonna put it on a wall.
Yeah, maybe better. I'll make a readout.
Get a nice close look at it. Whoops, that's sideways. So this time block
Actually shows the seconds currently.
Yeah, if you take a close look at that handle, it's moving 60 seconds for a full rotation.
And it's in sync with your seconds, by the way. If you look at your seconds right now, and well, not for the viewers, of course.
What do you mean, my
Yeah,
operating system time?
Yes, look at your operating system time. It's exactly in sync. Even if you put...
Hold on, I gotta Alt-Tab. I'm waiting for the minute to change.
You can show the
And-
seconds too.
It just changed. Holy crap, it's in sync.
It's all in sync. It's the exact time. Anyway, let's make a readout. But showing the time in seconds may not be super useful. So you can divide this number by 60 and then modulus 60 and then divide it by 60 again for minutes. And then modulus...
Oh, okay. So for the nerds that actually know what Unix time is, from the epoch,
Mm-hmm.
this is what that is.
But we are showing the amount of seconds in the current day. So for
Right,
Turf,
right.
it's really early today, so the number is still small.
68,000 seconds
Yes.
in today.
For me, it would be a lot larger. That's where we
Right.
should program time zones using some math.
So with this, you can actually use this as pretty sophisticated timers. Hold on. This actually does this have decimal places?
No.
Okay. So you can't use it as like a very precise timer.
No, the actual command in the code which I programmed only shows the actual like seconds. Its OS time is in seconds, not in milliseconds or anything. Sadly.
I still want to check.
Well, it's doing modulus, so it wouldn't
Sounds
show
stubborn.
anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, modulus would still show it. Never mind. If you floor it, it wouldn't show it. Anyway, yeah.
So this is also useful for another example that Brent can probably pull out. Pull out the compact one. The compact one.
Yes, alright. Clock. The really compact one.
Can you set it to my time zone? It's
right,
it should be 15.
15?
Or almost 15. It should be 14:57. But that's exactly 57, 33, 34. Do you know how to set your own clock?
It should be this.
You don't know how
Yeah,
to set your own
somehow
clock.
OS time is now using my time. It's using my time, my OS time. That's really strange. I spawned it, so it's using my OS time. Huh. Why? Yeah, you need 20 actually. I think you need 20.
Wait, what?
This
I
one.
don't,
20. No? Because it's -4.
yeah. Yeah, you're right, I'm in the,
Or is it
what?
-6 for you?
It's -4 from, oh, okay, yes, that's right. That's right, so this is my time.
Yeah, so
And
this
you can
normally shows GMT time, and to get his time, you need to subtract 4 or add 20.
We don't need these switches anymore, do we?
No, you can actually delete the switches and the button.
Because we're using memory panels.
Yes.
Okay, so now we can actually see what's going on here.
So what's it
Sort
doing?
of. It's really,
It's compact.
really all complicated with
It's
the
really
wires, but
compact.
yeah, you can see there's lots of ways that you can use the math block
Mm-hmm.
and these number blocks with the time block back here.
It's 3 p.m. for you?
Almost.
Alright. Oh, we can see it flip over to 3 p.m. for you, and 9 p.m. for me.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I'm not gonna...
now you guys can get, you guys are probably seeing a glimpse of the new letter blocks that are going to be replacing
yeah.
the old ones. So let's move on to that real quick.
Yeah, in just 30 seconds I'm gonna tell you to go take a look at this.
What?
Yeah, it's gonna flip over to the next,
Oh. Alright.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we can wait. We can wait 10 seconds.
Right.
It's like New Year's Eve, except 3 p.m. on a regular day.
It's special.
There you
Boom.
go.
Nice.
Things happened. All right.
So that
So
was
this,
that.
I think we're calling it the Ascii Block,
Yeah.
and Ascii Block colored. All
Where
right.
is
So
it?
if you can see the ghost image, it'll actually show you the alignment of your Ascii block, so you can put it down properly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the colored version, and this is the regular
So
version.
if you have the ground like this, you can actually put it down like this,
Whoops.
and you can see it like this. So if
So
you
if you
press...
go and you just, yeah, if you press E on it, what are you doing?
Pressing E.
One thing at a time. If you put down blocks, you control your blocks.
Alright. So if you press E on
You
it...
can also shoot it to go back, just like the math block.
With a huge delay, of course, because scrap mechanic. For some reason.
So these are paintable, of course, and that's why these are replacing the letter blocks previously. These have a lot of symbols. Let's actually take a look at them.
250.
We got all the letters, all the numbers, same as the old letter blocks, except in a more convenient format. But we also have all of the things on a keyboard. So we have the punctuation.
Small detail, they will
Symbols.
save the value when you save it on the lift, but it'll only currently work for the host because the developers limited some stuff.
That's fine. We'll fix it when the game updates.
Mm-hmm.
All the symbols on your keyboard. And then we also have, even more than that, some extra extra little symbols.
ASCII. So that's
ASCII.
why it's
got a
an
check
ASCII
mark,
block.
an X, empty box, or a check in a box, or X in a box. So you can create like your voting booth. Yeah, we got a timer, alarm clock. This is actually the symbol for currency. I didn't actually know
What?
that. Yeah, I didn't actually know that until I put the symbol in there. This is the universal symbol for currency. But we also you saw the dollar sign, but we also have cents. I think this is pound or euro.
Yeah, this is
this
euro.
is euro. Right. This is
Yen.
yeni for Japanese. Yen, not yeni. Bitcoin. And then we're getting into the emojis now too.
What's
Oh,
that?
this is a symbol to represent angle.
Oh.
We got infinity, square root, pi.
This
a gear.
pi does not actually.
No, this is not the math block. This doesn't carry the value of pi. These actually carry the. I don't think they output any
no,
number value,
nothing.
but they do. They do take an input if you want to go to a specific symbol.
Yeah,
You can do that with this one over here while I'm going through these.
Right, I'll
symbols.
set up the number input.
Yeah. But we also have some symbols for games. So these are for checkers. This is a black checkers piece, a black king piece, a white checker piece, white king piece. Then we also have an actual chess piece for king. Got all the chess pieces for both colors. So you could, if you wanted to, create a screen and program your own chess games.
Where is the tick button again?
We got a thumbs up, just like the thing that you guys are going to leave on this video, right? Thumbs
Yes,
up.
yes.
Thumbs down. You don't want to leave those. Those are bad. We got a dice. We got all the values of a die. So you can create a randomizer. Oh, card suits. That's right. So you can also create like a card game, or I think 21 is probably like the easiest card game to program.
We'll see about that.
We got some more emojis here. You guys want to create your own little messenger?
That's actually possible now. That would be awesome. Like a custom messenger with everything in it.
But this is me right now. I don't know how to do that. A skull, clapping hands, a thing of poo. All kinds of symbols. Oh my god. Oh, we got a battery that's empty and it fills up.
Battery?
Light bulb.
Oh,
Aha!
show me.
Okay, here, let me show you the battery then.
Oh,
Right there. There's the battery.
nice.
Click it a few times. Yeah, there you go. So then we are at a potato.
Seriously.
Potato. Potato. No, you hit the. Okay. We also have corn because those are very important in scrap mechanic.
Mm-hmm.
And cucumbers.
What?
We
No.
also, well,
That's not.
yeah.
Seriously?
Well, I guess it looks more like a pickle.
Yeah, kinda.
It's the same thing though.
Nah.
What do you mean, nah?
Nah.
You can pickle other things, but pickles are normally cucumbers. Anyway, you got
Right.
an eggplant, an avocado.
That looks like a dinosaur.
I guess so. I guess so. Get back to your wiring thing.
That's done.
No, I want a specific input. I want to be able to choose a specific thing. Anyway, peach, a meat, like a drumstick. We got a duck, a little bird, another bird, another bird. That's a turkey. We got a fish, a thing of coffee. I know Kerr is gonna like that. Shout out to Kerr in chat.
Who?
My admin moderator person.
Oh, right.
This is a thing of milk. Wine glass. This is a cup of beer. A fork and knife. Cookie. Shout out to Coco Cookie in Brent's chat.
If he's still there,
Yeah.
maybe. The cake is a lie.
The cake is a lie. Got an egg.
Or is it?
A bird and an egg for Easter. Just like this Easter bunny. We got some like festive emoticons in here too. So a rose for Valentine's Day, just like this kissy lips.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call this? A clover? A clover. We also got a 4-leaf clover. We got
Canada.
a Canadian clover. No, it's just a maple leaf because we have another regular leaf in here as well. I think that was like an oak leaf. But anyway, we got Halloween, Santa for Christmas, snowman, Christmas tree, then some regular trees, pine, oak, and palm. Got a cloud, lightning bolts. So maybe you want to like make your weather indicators or something. Snowing, or a snowflake, thermometer, rainbow. These are just like emojis for fun. They're kind of pointless at this point. But there's literally like you can do anything with these symbols.
250
Birthday,
to be exactly.
the party popper. Ta-da! Oh, we got the trophy. So yeah, if you actually want to make a display for like races, say you actually have like sensors, or to indicate like
And
first, second,
timers.
third with a timer. Yeah, sensors and timers to track who has what place.
You can even
actually
see.
do first. See like this medal. Get the first place medal, second place medal, third place medal, and you can display them on like a high score thing. So this is a checkered flag, obviously for the races that I was just talking about. A crown, a motorcycle, a car, an SUV, a plane, another plane, a helicopter, a boat, a train, and a rocket ship.
Nice.
We got a pew pew. We got a pew pew.
It's always
An
needed.
alien. Another alien.
Shout out to Retrospecs.
Yeah, we got a very retro alien here. Got a Pac-Man, another very retro symbol.
I'm so gonna make Pac-Man.
Oh wait, that's not Pac-Man, that's the Pac-Man ghost. This is Pac-Man. And this is the closed mouth Pac-Man.
Just can make it
Waka 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 waka. Anyway, we got a game controller here. A pair of dice, just to sort of symbolize random, I guess. You can use it maybe for some other stuff too.
maybe a game, yeah.
Yeah, like it'll say to the player, roll the dice, and you can use the other dice faces.
And then you can
Exactly,
use the
just
mad
put it in value.
block for a random function.
So this is a bag of money. I mean, I'm pretty sure these emojis are self-explanatory at this point. Diamond, oil barrel, hourglass timer, magnifying glass, diskette. Maybe you'll save something to the memory panel and you'll display that. A paint thing, so you can tell people to paint stuff. We got to paint stuff. Oh god, that color's bright. Let's paint that back. These are gauges, like valves. I don't really know why, but this is a. Maybe we might remove some of these. We might add more.
Yeah, it's totally up
If
to
you
the.
have any suggestions, be sure to leave your suggestions in the comments when this video goes back up on YouTube, because that's probably where I'll be checking it. It's kind of difficult for me to look in at stream. Like, I'm checking at stream chat every now and then, but I've probably missed some of your suggestions. So be sure to leave it as a comment or as a suggestion on one of my Discord servers. A door. Information symbol.
Oh, you can put some text after that.
An exclamation symbol. A warning symbol. And this is why you would want a warning symbol, because you don't want this. Chinese dragon for like Chinese New Year. A robot or a farm bot.
That looks
Oh, no,
nothing
wait,
like the
this
farm
is the farm
bot.
bot logo.
That looks not. Yeah, that's yeah.
And we got a bearing and a white, pure white symbol.
There's still more.
So if you want to create like a white border around your stuff, or if you use
that one is
okay, I
hooked to
right,
yeah.
right, that's fine, that's fine.
If you
But
want
yeah, if you want to use colored,
next,
a colored symbol, then you
next
can use
year.
that one.
that one works.
There you go. That's colored. The next symbol is a slightly smaller square, a slightly smaller square, and then we go to circles. And then back to the beginning. That's it. So
And
that's
you
it for
can-
now for the symbols.
Yeah. And you can also go from beginning back to the end, of course.
Oh, you know what I want to add?
Flags.
No. No. I want to add an axolot.
Oh, yes.
An axolotl axolot. Axolot axolotl.
Nice.
That'll probably be at the end right after the bearing. Alright, so over here we have...
With buttons, it doesn't really look at the color because, well, this is just a simple Ascii
we can
block.
fix any of the issues later.
Yeah, indeed. Anyway, you can cycle through like
You don't
this
need to
too.
point out our mistakes on a live stream.
But yeah, this way you can use logic to actually cycle through, so you can have a machine. Oh wait, no, logic gates don't work. Only buttons.
Lego
buttons.
Freak. Okay, Dareth, you just got 420 from me. Oh, is that another Patreon pledge? Thank you so much, Lego Freak. Yeah, so I should probably mention all of the Patreon support. It actually goes towards all of the members of the team of the ModPack. I pay them. I pay them for their hard work. So
Really
don't-
hard work. A lot of coding went into this.
Brent Batch is new to the mod team, so he doesn't realize that we've been doing this sort of hard work this entire time for more than a year now.
Yeah. It's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work, a lot of hours of work from a lot of people going to the mod packs, but that's why you guys get a quality experience. But thank you so much, Lego Freak. I'm sure everyone will appreciate that, and we'll also get you set up for early access for this stuff.
So you can also use a number input, and it'll totally
Yeah, so
disregard.
what we're doing right now is we're just
cycling.
using the counter block as the number value. So we're just going up and down by one each. We're using tick buttons to just go up and down by one.
But you can also use a number block if you want, or a math
Yeah,
block.
number block will work too if you set the specific number.
So number block at 26 will show you.
This example is not that useful because
Yeah.
it's exactly like pressing E on the thing.
Yeah, I know. But this one is kinda.
But no, this is actually a good way to show that if you have like a logic creation, like a computer, and you have a screen full of ASCII blocks, you can actually program individual pixels to display text. And you can do it in a very digital way.
So now it
This-
will convert the binary value into an actual number,
Yeah, so this over here, he's using binary to get a very specific symbol.
but one will be 0 and 3 will be 2. So what you want to do
Yeah,
is
that's
just
because
add
the
1.
the zeroth symbol is blank.
So if you want to fix that, you want to actually hook up another switch. Can you connect that? Okay, whatever. Okay.
It is connected.
Yeah,
I
just
never did anything with it.
something's really wrong with my game. If you want to show the actual binary value, you will want to add 1, like that.
Neat.
Nice. You can show hex colors, hexadecimal values this way.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can.
Nice.
Which I think is a great transition to the next block that we have to show. Color block.
Oh yes, totally forgot about it. Boom. Or yeah, we could probably set it
Whoops.
a little more to that.
Yeah, over here. So
It's green.
that's also green.
It's blue.
So shooting the color block, because Brent likes to jump to these random examples sometimes. Shooting the color block will switch the color block to a random color. But we can also set the color block to a very specific color out of any, what is it, 24-bit color or 16-bit color? I think it's 24-bit, because like it's
yeah, 24.
it's 65,000 colors in this thing. not with the paint
No,
tool,
not
although,
24, 20, no wait, yeah, 24 bit, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Correct.
So what I want to do though, another update that I want to do is detect the paint color and just switch to the paint color. So you can paint the color block too.
Ah.
You can get the specific color value in that.
Yeah, sure, I'll add that. But you can also have a number input. So if you use different... you know what?
Let's just show. I'm gonna show the how this sort of works for first with a counter.
Oh yeah, alright. Can do a counter.
And it's gonna be confusing to some of the people right off the bat because, well, let me just show you. This is how 24-bit color works. What you're doing is you're adding individual values to the blue channel. You know, RGB, we're going up in the B channel. And then
Overflowing
for every time,
in green.
Yes, every time the blue channel's filled up, then we add one to the green channel. So, oh, what? My stream cut out for a little bit there. I hope nobody missed that explanation. But basically, what's going on right now is we're going through all the colors one by one.
Can the color blocks? No, because set color does not work. But once set color is working, we will make this set color, and you will have 16 million colors.
I'm sorry, what?
16 million colors. Once the set color function is working.
Oh yeah. What? Okay, Brent, why do you bring these things up? Like, you're just complicating the introduction to these blocks.
Alright.
So
Currently,
basically, what you guys need to know is that when Scrap Mechanic gets more capabilities, so will these blocks. And that applies to just about everything in the mod pack so far.
yes.
When the game improves, so will these blocks. And that's it. We don't need to keep on mentioning those things, Brent.
Right.
Let's just keep it simple to these things.
Currently, it has 65,000 colors.
Yeah.
And
So if you wanted to have let's get a do you have the number block? Oh, I have the number block now. Never mind.
yeah, multiple.
I'm gonna put oh my god. There we go. We're just gonna show the output. Can you paint them?
Yeah, sure.
So these are the specific colors, color values. So if you wanted to go to a very specific color shade, you could just put in the single number input.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're doing here. But what Brent set up over here with these RGB, we can also give it 3 color inputs. So let's do that. Well, we'll get rid of this.
Let's actually use this. And then, yeah, can you remove
These switches?
sensor?
The
My
sensor?
game is kinda...
Why are you using counters?
It's easier.
No. Let's use number blocks and switches, so we can set the value specifically.
Oh. Yeah, that works too.
Well, I guess no. We don't even need this then, because we can just put the switches on into these.
Yeah.
Okay, you got that. I'll paint them.
This is a range of 0 up till 64, so 64 being... Which color is that? Dwarf?
What do you mean? What?
64. Bit value. 64.
I don't know. I don't know. Let me hook it up to this, and we'll figure that out. One more. Well, no, this is... Well, yeah, one more.
One more? Alright.
You hooking it up?
Yeah. Right.
Okay,
that
so...
is No, that's 64. We don't want it to actually include 64. Because
Okay, fine.
then it would become too big.
So we have between 0 and 63 right now for each of these RGB channels. Oh, are you hooking up the color block?
Between 0 and 64, but 64 not
No.
included. If it's between,
yeah,
it's not included.
That's why I'm saying.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh, Brent, why do you nitpick these things? It does not matter.
Alright. So, full red, full green.
That's not
well,
full. No, that's not full.
Yeah, okay, not full. This is full.
Yes. Do you see the difference? There was a huge difference.
Right, yeah, true. So, merging green and blue, you get cyan. And then red.
Oh, I think we overflowed.
Yeah, that was the one. How does it... No, I think it's in the red spectrum that it overflowed or something. Oh no.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal, but like we said, like we mentioned earlier, this block will improve with time.
Exactly.
But basically, you can use this as a
Color merger.
you can create a color screen with this if you create enough logic.
Mm-hmm.
You can make a screen with color blocks and actually display moving pictures.
Hell yeah. Totally gonna do
We're
that.
traveling to the 1920s.
You
Oh
can
no,
do
wait, color
GIFs.
screens were like 60s or something. I don't know.
You can do GIFs
Yeah,
if you...
you can make GIFs. You can leave the GIF in the memory panel.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, yes, you can save certain values in the memory panels and then just use a white input to scroll through all of them. Oh
Yep.
my god. I'm totally gonna make a display with that where you can create your own GIF.
I think Brent just had a braingasm. But one thing that I would love to see with this is somebody making a full arcade machine with like a screen and some game controls, maybe a seat with WASD and some buttons, and then just the arcade machine itself. And then the machine can take cartridges that you can save with memory gates and all other sorts of like inputs. So you can actually weld the cartridge to the arcade machine to put in a new game, and you can have like all kinds of different game cartridges.
That
all
is
different games.
That is entirely no level. You would need to create a CPU that can play certain, well, multiple games.
That's right. Yeah, you'd have to design the arcade machine.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Just look up the schematics online for some old arcade stuff.
Alright, if you want one frame for every 10 minutes, sure, go for it.
I love that optimism, Brent. I love it. So I think that's pretty much it for the color block, unless you can think of something else to share.
No. I don't think
All right,
so.
so I think we're into some of the more fun stuff. Oh no, wait, let's get the smart thruster out of the way. And
Yeah.
then we'll do
Smart
then we'll do
thruster.
the other stuff.
It takes the number inputs, so it goes faster with the number input, and it can also reverse.
You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, do you have the Hoover thing we still with the WSD stuff? I didn't really save that properly, I think. Rocket sled or
Before,
something.
okay, hold on. Before
No,
we even show this, I want to just show a basic example of how this works.
Right. Right, I'll put it down.
Not right where I'm putting the seat, dude.
Alright. Oh, yeah, okay, so for a C, it'll take the W and S.
Alright, stop. Stop.
Alright.
Stop. Don't. Put away that connection tool. I can't trust you. Okay.
It takes like
That's
5
it.
seconds.
That's
Okay.
it. That's all we need. Ace it.
It's reversed.
You're the one that put it down, Brent. I don't.
You can do
I
minus
can't- I
one.
can't-
You can.
I can't work under these conditions. I can't. I'm leaving.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
All right.
So if you look at the model of the ghost model, get out of the way. At the ghost model of the thruster, you can see there's like a little arrow in one of the thrusters. That's the direction of thrust.
That's the direction of the flame, actually.
The direction of the
Flame.
I
So
swear
that's
to God,
not
Brent, Why
direction.
do you nitpick these things? Just let me explain, please.
All right.
Jesus Murphy. So, the thrust is going to be going. Where? Oh, that's right. I can't show the ghost model anymore. The thrust is going to be going backwards, that way. That way. So when we hook up, Brent.
I'm just
Are you doing it?
helping. Come on.
Okay, I don't know if
Give
you're
me a
hooking it up.
break.
We crashed the game once already. Please, Brent.
We
Please.
can't crash when hooking up. We can only crash when hooking up and deleting a block at the same time.
That's what. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway, things are going to shit already. Anyway,
You press
so
W.
as you can see, the arrow is going backwards, or to the back. That's where the thrust is going. So when I press W, that's.
You become invisible.
So when I press W, that's where the thrust is gonna fire, and pressing S will be backwards. So this is a WS thruster. Now you can probably tell that these are not that powerful right off the bat, so let's hook up some wheels and bearings. I need a wheel. Let's use the small wheel. So they actually have a little bit of power to them.
Yeah, not a
But
lot.
these thrusters, they're also a smart thruster. They can actually take in a number value. So let's also put out a counter block, because I don't want to have to deal with a specific number input,
Right. So
and a switch. So we'll just do that. There we go.
maybe 2 switches or something, and
We're not
color
gonna
them.
know.
Color them red so it goes a little faster.
Sure.
Right. Because if you use like small values, 1, 2, 3, that won't be an effect. A normal default vanilla thruster is 100 on lowest value. So,
So I flicked it on for a little bit. Are you gonna create a display?
yeah.
Okay.
So now we can see the thrust value actually. And we can also go in negatives. So if I hook up a switch again, color it dark red. So now it's 50.
Oh, okay. You hooked it up to my seat.
Yes. And default is 100.
The
The
switch is
value.
not connected to anything.
What? It is, isn't it? Wait just a second, my game is freaking out. It thinks I still have a paint tool. Right, there we go. Now
There we go. Now we're negative. Oh, okay. So this reverses my controls.
Yes.
It's actually interesting because you know what I immediately thought of? What if you had cars that had like a button or switch, like a flip flop in the back, or not like a flip flop, but like a timed flip flop. So if you shoot a button in the back of a car, it will temporarily reverse your controls.
Could totally be some great mini games.
Yeah. So let's put that back to a positive range, and so this is 240.
That's
But we
actually.
can actually increase the power
Oh, don't go too high.
quite a bit. And now if we go forward,
Whoa.
wow, uh-oh, uh-oh. Let's lower that just a little bit.
By the way, you can see the animation on these thrusters. They animate just like the real ones. And
Yeah.
they close and open
lower the
depending
power.
on the power.
That raises the power in the negative direction.
Yeah. Negatives also
What?
show.
Did you switch?
No, negative. If the negative is
Never
really
mind,
big,
never
it
mind.
will
Both
also.
my switches were on.
All right.
So look at the thrusters opening and closing again. Yeah.
So the closer it is to 0, the more open it will be.
Yeah, yeah.
The
So
world
one
is
thing that I want
only.
to show you real quick is
Nick.
we're
Nick.
gonna take one of these. Hold on.
Nick says the world is only 4,000 by 4,000 blocks. It's actually a little bit bigger than that. 'Cause
What?
from
Where?
whatever.
Smart thruster. There it is. Let's hook up one of those new jetpack seats to that, and let's get
What are you?
a wood block.
What are you doing? Oh.
Just a very simple example.
Oh. All right.
Okay, so arrow pointing down because that's where we want it. Whoops.
Put them on both sides so that it's balanced.
Brent, let me do my thing. Too much backseat playing here. Alright. So this should be a perfectly balanced vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, looks to be like that. There's a weird delay with the dwarfs. You see us not being in the seat?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
That's an issue with
only
impulse.
in the new update.
It's an issue with impulses, I think. Or does it do that with the with the vanilla thrusters too?
No, it's the seat, right?
Well, it's because of the impulses on the entire object itself.
Uh-oh.
And if we hook up both seats, then we can both control it.
Hold on. Let me get me... There we go. You hooked up your seat?
Yeah.
So what happens if you press up and I press down?
I think we both need to play. Yeah, we both need to
Oh,
press.
so this is cooperative. Okay.
Yes.
Oh god, no, I was pressing W. That's not what's supposed to happen.
It multiplies the inputs. So if you press W and I press S, then it'll go into negative. But if you press
okay, so it's
S,
still S.
yeah, if we both
So S
press.
takes priority then.
No,
Or if we
no
both press S,
priority.
it'll be W?
Yes, exactly. Let's try it out.
That's kind of weird.
So press S. See? It'll multiply the
weird.
inputs. -1 times -1 is positive.
That is weird.
It's not
Alright,
so
let's
weird
go-
once you think about it.
Let's go back. Alright, so let's show an example of how you can actually use these thrusters a little bit better. There's lots of ways that you can use these thrusters. They're just a thruster part, but they're like a smart thruster. They're supposed to be better than the vanilla thruster.
Mm-hmm.
And they're compatible with all these new logic stuff.
So,
Well, let's
if you
show
use
you-
a math block with a WASD controller, so A and
Yes,
D,
that's what I'm pulling out right now, Brent.
nice. Then you can convert it.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it didn't save properly. You need to disconnect the seat and then.
Pull out the one that you have.
I don't have it anymore.
Okay, fine.
Anyway,
You hooked it up?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So then we just set a power level. And there, just like that, you can have,
WASD.
that's A and D controls. Without any sensors or any moving parts. This is just completely digital connections.
Yep.
Let's set a little bit more power.
And if you can just save it real quick, then I can have also.
You can save it.
No, if
right?
I save it, it doesn't save the memory gate. The memory gate, the actual values on the gates. Somehow, I don't know, developers did something.
Okay, let me pull out a new one for you. There.
Right. So now these values did save,
And,
and it actually.
we also have W and S as well. Oh, this isn't the version that I... that's why it wasn't saved. This isn't the correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find the correct version. There you go, V2. So what I'm
V2.
using this one for, yeah.
It's the
Wait,
same.
what?
It's the same.
It's the exact same.
Yeah, we just
Well,
fixed
that one actually
the
saved. No. There's supposed to be another one.
another one.
Huh.
I don't think there was another one.
Yeah, I made one with, maybe I just didn't save it, but I made one to make the turning half power.
Oh yeah, dividing it. I think that's in my world.
So what I did was, let me pull out a math block. I'm gonna do it again, because it just makes the steering a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
A math block. And a number block. And, a red switch. Okay. So divided by
Wide
2.
inputs.
All right. So now we get. Hold on. Well, we can just color the counter to be 1 or white to make sure that it's divided by 2. Okay, so now we disconnect the thread. Oh, no, wait. We want to connect that one. We disconnect the one.
Oops, sorry.
Brent,
That was
really?
an accident.
The number of things that you. I swear to God.
They're powerful.
I'm gonna delete your sled if you just. Okay. So now we take the output from the math block that's dividing, and we stick those.
Yeah.
What?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, that's the number. Yeah, got it.
Right.
I'm out of here. So now the turning thrusters are half power, and it makes it a lot easier. Whoa, a lot easier to control.
Well, yeah, the switch needs to be on though.
What switch needs to be on?
Well, the switch for the input for dividing by 2.
Yeah, it is on.
Yeah, it wasn't on for me because I put it on the left.
Why do you bring this stuff up, Brent? That's your issue. Jeez. Oh my God, complicating all these examples. Uh-oh.
Yeah, go fly with it. Go fly with it.
Bumper sleds. Alright. So that's the, that's a good example of the smart thruster. There's definitely a lot of cool things that you can build with this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to some of the more cool stuff.
Maybe as certain details for the smart thruster. It'll add together all the number inputs for the power. It will not multiply the power inputs. But a seat and buttons and stuff, that is considered logic power. And logic power will
Brent,
be
you're getting a
multiplied.
little bit too specific. Don't worry,
So-
to everyone in the stream chat, we're actually going to make videos for each of these parts. I think I'm going to put in my... Okay, so one thing that I want to do is, you know when Axolot introduces a new part, like they have a video for the Spud Gun?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to do for each of these new parts. A video like that where it actually introduces and goes a little bit more in-depth into the very specifics of this stuff.
So what you can do with this is basically have a switch on it, and it will not work as long as the switch is not turned on. See? That was basically what I wanted to explain. Now, if you have multiple number inputs, it will add these together and create power based on that. But
Okay, so one thing
Yeah.
that you could build is like when a switch is off, or like a timer. You can create an afterburner, like a booster, overpower the thrusters a little bit
yeah, exactly.
for a certain amount of time.
With numbers and stuff, and multiply that with a switch, and then yeah. All right. So that is basically all the yeah. I
Oh, hey,
think-
thanks for the sponsor, Noah Van Zadelhoff. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. But that's a very cool last name.
Someone's
Zale Hall.
asking what the name of the mod pack is.
Oh no, so this, okay. I explained this at the start of the stream, but this is actually, it's just called the ModPack. It's probably the most subscribed mod on the workshop right now. What we're looking at right now is just a sneak peek on some upcoming updates. It's the same ModPack. We're just taking a sneak peek.
It'll be out in a while, when everything's tested and everything's working like it should.
Yeah, we're getting some Patreon supporters to test this stuff for us, see if there's anything broken, maybe if they have any suggestions or want something else added. Thanks also for the €5 donation. How long will you stream on? We're probably going to be streaming for maybe another half an hour or a little bit more. We still have a few more parts to take a look at, and then I'm going to do like a little bit of a Q&A session.
And a few more parts aren't that much. They don't need that much of an explanation. It will be quick.
The €2 donation as well. And I'm glad you like the mod pack. But yeah, so these are going to go into the main mod pack. We still have to update the mod pack beta. We might also do a sneak peek stream of that. It's just like a couple of fancy new spud guns and some other beta parts. The mod pack is the one that's getting like the biggest updates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, technically the polygons are probably going to get a bigger update, but that depends on, like, we haven't even started that, but it really depends on what if we can get a feature working or not. Why is this a loose piece of wood here? Why a loose piece of wood?
Well, then connect it to the ground. Whatever.
Well, I mean, why didn't you make it connected to the ground?
Nitpick. Anyway.
I'm trying not to crash my world too bad. Anyway, so these new parts are going to be super fancy. They're probably the most fun parts on the workshop. This is a 2D radar. How many parts are left, actually? There's quite a few.
4 or 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this is a 2D radar. By default, this radar is going to scan the ground, or like the horizontal plane.
Yes.
So if you can see, we have 2 little dots. They actually track to player positions. So
they represent
Grant
us.
Is running around, run around, go
nuts.
Go out of the range.
Out of the range.
Yeah, so I can tell.
This should be out of
where
range.
Brent is, except you're out of range. Okay, so I'll press E to change the range to 64, and that instantly doubles the range.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see Brent sneaking up behind me, and get him!
Can you do the same?
Yeah.
So
I'll run a little bit farther. So
to...
why did you? You didn't have to change. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Right.
It's fine.
Can
You're looking
see
at the
him.
range.
Yeah, can perfectly see you down on the radar. So I can't see him here anymore. Oh, 64. Okay, 128. That's pretty far.
It's not that far.
Nah, I know.
So
anyway,
you can change the range to 128, 256, 512. What unit? These are in like
blocks.
They're not blocks, are they?
It should be blocks.
Are they in blocks?
This is 16. This is 32. Okay, no, that's not.
Yeah, they're in like the
units.
The units. So it's like that's 1 unit. It's every 4 blocks is a unit.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just in range, right?
Yeah, just at the tip of the circle.
Yeah, so basically the entire height and width is the entire range. So this is the diameter you're seeing here, 32. And that is in units, so every unit is like 4 blocks of these. So 32 actually is 64 blocks in that way, and 64 blocks in that way, 64 in that way, 64 in that way.
I think what Brent just described is the radius.
Yes.
Yeah, so from the center of the radar to the end, to the edge of the circle, that's 32.
That's 32. No. That's the entire width is 32 units. So the radius is 16 units.
Oh, okay. So this is 16. Okay.
Yes, 16 units or 64 blocks.
Way to complicate things. I don't know. That's why we need some feedback, though. So if you guys have any feedback, be sure to leave it down in the description. I mean, not the description, the comments. Oh my god, I'm braining out right now. Brain is logging off. Okay, so one thing...
As long as you don't blame me.
This is pretty self-explanatory, but it also has another mode. If you connect a switch to this radar, and I'm going to need you to demonstrate this for me.
I need to
so then,
in a second.
So I'm going to flick the switch on, and... Hold on.
It's in relative mode.
Yes, just... Can you wait? I know you're excited. Okay. So take a look at the numbers here. They're glowing a little bit, but if you turn on the switch, they stop glowing, and that's an indication of relative mode, as Brent mentioned. So as you can see right now, the two dots,
are on the same...
they change position. So right now, they're like, this is the regular mode, where you can see the horizontal plane, you can see where Brent is relative to me.
It's as if you have a top-down view from the map, as if someone is looking from the top of the map down onto us.
Yes, the regular mode is a top-down view, so I can see Brent is behind me to the left over there. If I turn the switch on, you see the two dots are on the same level, and that's because, as Brent mentioned earlier, that's relative mode, relative to how the radar is oriented. So if Brent starts to go up right now, we'll actually see the height increase on the radar, and he's way out of range. No, I changed the range. So you can keep on going up and up to 256 units. He's way up there. And if I switch back the modes, you can see he's pretty close, no matter what his height is.
Oh yeah, let's check height. So that way you can create some tracker-ish things. So if you switch between two modes now.
Yep, I've been switching between the two modes.
Right. And it works for both clients and hosts. So if I take a look, then it'll also work.
Or you can just have two radars side by side to show each mode.
Oh yeah.
Where is the radar? There's the radar. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Right, so...
You got it?
Yeah.
No, leave that on. Take flight. Let's take turns taking flight.
Take turns, then it's your turn.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway.
So Brent is like right on top of me still. Didn't really go anywhere really except for straight up and down.
Yeah.
He really knows how to show an example of this stuff. See, unlike me, I fly around to actually show different positions on both radars.
So this one shows the height, which... Yeah, this one shows the height and this one shows, like, relative top-down view. So it's right above me. Yeah. By the way, this one will have the same effect as this one, as the right one then.
What?
If you place it like, well, like I showed.
You just placed a radar flat.
Yeah, if you place it flat, it will be the same in top-down view as in relative. It will be exactly the same.
Yes, because relative to the radar, it's still top-down.
Mm-hmm.
What? You changed the range. Why'd you do that?
Because you went out of range. Way out of range.
There we go. So now I can see he's right on top of me, but still way high up in the air. Now he's out of range. But he's still close by. Pretty cool stuff.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Coding that took like
for those
hours.
that are saying 3D radar is next block.
Yes.
I saw him hover over it. No, it's not next block. Because the next block is actually something
oh, yes.
a little bit... Let's do the jammer first, I think.
Nah, tracker.
No, we're doing the jammer.
Okay, whatever.
We'll
Jammer.
we'll do
over here.
both. Whatever. What? God damn it, Brent.
What? You wanted a
You
jammer?
don't know how to show things sometimes. Get over here, Brent. Okay, you're over here. Okay, so we can see Brent and myself are two little blips on this radar. As he's moving away,
I'll suddenly
just
disappear.
disappears. Yeah, disappears from the radar. Actually, I switched the range up a little bit, so keep on going farther, and you'll reappear. So for a short range, the tracker is like a 16 block radius, I'm pretty sure. The jammer, I mean the jammer. The jammer's a 16 block radius, so he'll actually disappear when he's within range of that jammer.
Instantly.
Let me actually... yeah. So let's switch places. Taking a look at me and my sexy radar signal. And I just disappear.
Gone.
And then reappear.
You don't exist anymore.
Right. So I'm gonna show you over here real quick. I'm gonna remove the jammer. I'm gonna put a new one. Whoops. I got rid of the jammer. And I also just got rid of the switch that I kind of want. So you can hook this up to a switch and turn it on and off.
Yeah.
You can tell when it's on and off because of the... Or, you know what? I'm pretty sure you can actually just press E on it and turn it on and off.
Yes. And the best feature
I know, Brent.
of
Oh
all.
my god. He's so excited to show you this. Alright, so show him.
Shh,
The
be
jammer's
quiet.
on right now.
Be quiet. Be quiet.
Well, they're not going to hear it.
Sadly. It makes a really annoying noise, and Durf hates
Yes.
it.
When you... I don't hate... Oh my god, Brent. I swear to god. Anyway... So, this jammer, when you hit it with a potato, it'll stop functioning for a brief moment. So if we take a look at this radar right here, we can see on the backside, the dots appear and then they disappear.
That was actually a totally coincidental feature, by the way. A side effect.
Yeah, so... I'm not exactly sure what this is going to be used for. If
I don't know.
no idea. Maybe if you have like maybe if you have the jammer on the underside of a vehicle, and then you have like a spud gun trap that the vehicle drives over, you'll be able to see it on your radar.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So yeah, the jammer's pretty neat, pretty useful.
Mm-hmm.
If you shoot it when it's off, nothing happens. It doesn't turn on or anything
Mm-hmm.
because it's off.
Well,
Yeah.
no, if you shoot it when it's off, and then you turn it on, it'll still be in that mode where it's disabled.
What?
Yeah,
So if I shoot it and then turn it on?
yeah,
Right,
it'll
right,
still have an
okay.
effect.
Yes. So you can't turn it on until it recovers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's
Next one.
try something a little we're gonna show the tracker now. This tracker is it's not an interactive part, but I'm gonna just slap...
Over here. Front. I already put one.
Oh. Okay. You just love to mess with me by not telling me what you're doing. Alright. So right now there's a tracker on Brent's vehicle, and that shows up as a green blip on the radar here. So we can actually see Brent is really close to his tracker.
But what if you lose your vehicle?
Yes, so go ahead and lose your vehicle, Brent.
Wait, I'll just...
Just send it flying. There you go. So Brent's over here. We're both over here in the center. And we can also see the position of the tracker. So a tracker is very useful. If you just slap one of those in your vehicle, you're working on something with thrusters or something, it's always safe to put one of these on. You'll always be able to track it down in your world. That is, unless you stick a jammer on it. which I'm gonna go run over and do real quick.
A jammer will jam any location, player location, tracker
Yes, Brent
location.
loves to troll. I know it's.
What? No.
Oh my god, did you hear that? No. So innocent. Anyway, so I slapped the jammer onto that thing. Let's see if I can shoot it from here. Oh, way too far. Did I get it? No. I swear I'm so close.
I got it.
You got it. Nice. Nice.
Nice.
So yeah, you can actually see the tracker and jammer works really nicely. So one thing that I do want to try with this real quick, I want to build a very simple vehicle with turning. Engine. We'll use an electric engine. If you want to start setting up some trackers around the map, like tracker gates.
Trackers. Sure. Let me just get some. Maybe. You can make like a course that you need to follow with this.
Yep, that's exactly. I'm just gonna build a vehicle that's blind right now. I won't be able to see anything except for my radar. So. Oh no! Thanks for the €2 donation, but it sucks to hear that your Wi-Fi is gonna stop working in 2 minutes. I'll see you later, dude, and we'll also put up this video on YouTube so you can watch it later. You can watch the whole thing. And be sure to join my Discord if you have any questions. I'll be sure to answer them in Discord as well. Alright, so this is a terrible, terrible vehicle. I should have built this on top.
Does it show a perfect circle now? Oh god, this is terrible.
No, Brent. Fine. You know what? That's fine. That's fine.
The flicker.
I totally didn't understand what I was going for, but that's fine.
What? You said a course. I made a course.
A giant circle. That's what you made. I'm pretty sure people are gonna understand what I mean by a course. Oh wait, I have to put a block. Just like, it's not a circle, but like something that start to finish that I have to follow.
Well, you can start here and then
Could be,
follow the
gates.
circle.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, you could at least put some effort into the example.
It's pretty big. If you put it on range 64.
Oh my god.
Just stop complaining.
Oh my god, so lazy. You have no idea. No, get out of here. Get out of here.
Do you see that too?
Yes, I see that. Just get out. Stop. Do it. Like, how many times do I have to say stop doing the thing that I'm doing at the same time?
Right.
Go work on your tracker gates course. Make it not a circle and bigger and windy path. Okay, we're gonna put a big ol' thing here so I can't see out the front or the sides.
The bigger the circle, the more trackers and the more flicker you will have on the display though, because it can only
because
show...
the range is not gonna be... oh my god, Brent, you're not understanding.
Okay, but on a display with a smaller range, bigger range I mean, it'll show
That's why I'm not using a huge range. That's why that's not the point of the example. Point of the example is to show uh like a challenge that players could do. Oh, this is 3 by 3. Okay, cool. So the lowest range. Whatever course you made, it better be good. I'm gonna save this and give you a copy. Okay, so I can see, I need to put on follow camera. So I can see one tracker there. I'm driving over something, I don't know what. Oh. Oh, that's what I'm driving over.
Yeah, don't. That part is not included.
What? Oh, these are trackers. Oh, they're way too close.
Well, you put it on smallest range.
Yes, I did, and I still see whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I can see the circle. Hopefully I'm not going to drive into anything. We get along great. Now what am I driving? God, Brent, your
What?
track sucks. I'm going away to make a new one. But I'm pretty sure you guys can get by now what I was going for. Brent obviously never understands.
Well, you can just you just can't follow the track. That's it.
You put the track in between all of our existing examples. You have no sense of how to actually...
It's a course. It's a difficult course with obstacles.
You're making up excuses at this point. You're trying to excuse your horrible examples. But anyway, this is this is an example of a challenge, a type of challenge that you can do where you can't actually see out of your car. Hi, Durf, in a stream a while ago of yours, you said there's not going to be survival mode in Scrap, but do you think you saw the saw thing confirms it will be coming? Yeah, I actually did another video. Check out DevBlog 15 review. Because the video that you're talking about was DevBlog 14 review. So check out the video that I have on my channel where I reviewed DevBlog 15, where they showed the saw. Yeah, this is much better. Good distance, where you can barely see the new tracker.
Well, barely seeing the no tracker makes it difficult because then you.
That's the point of a challenge, Brent. It's to be difficult. It's challenging.
Well, going in obstacles is
oh.
also difficult.
Oh, is this already the end of the track? I think it... Oh, no, I already see. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was actually quite a big jump. But it's the end of the track anyway. Not a big deal. You did it, Brent.
Nice.
So you can see how, like, trying to do a race with that, where your reaction time when you see the next tracker is going to be challenging. A fun thing for multiplayer.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, next one.
It's not so fun when you can see all the entire course, is it? Anyway, next part. I think that's, yeah, the 2D radar and tracker, jammer. Alright, so the 3D radar. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. It also, it doesn't require the use of this dwarf key, but I'm pulling it out anyway. Because it's a part that's made for it.
I know, guys. So, something about an O block.
Brent, stop driving into me. I'm trying to show the 3D radar.
Oh, alright.
Jeez. So same with the 2D radar. You get this flickering thing. You can see the dwarves. Can you get into a flying vehicle or your lift or something?
Oh yeah.
You can actually show the 3 dimensions.
Yes. You can actually see if people are above you.
Yeah.
The up
Fly around a little bit.
up and down is, by the
down.
way, absolute. So the bottom of the radar will actually be the bottom of the map. It will not be the height of the radar, but that may change in the future.
Yeah. So what Brent was talking about is the bottom surface of the radar is the floor that we're standing on. But if there was the terrain map has a canyon, if you actually go below the ground level, you'll be off the radar, out of the radar range.
Invisible.
Anyway, so this other part here, it's called a dwarf key. Has a funky sound when you place it down. But it's made for the 3D. Why you don't have to have that many, Brent? Come on.
Okay. You can place them in any of these slots, by the way, not on the side, only in the slots and the correct direction.
They're made for the 3D radar. So
don't put
pull
them
out your connection
upside
tool,
down.
and what you do is you connect them to the radar, or the radar to them. And then what it does is it adds a second dwarf for the radar experience. So I'm the dwarf key right now. And then it gets rid of the flickering. That's basically what it does.
So no more flickering.
It also allows you to say, I want to be a blue dwarf, paint the dwarf key blue, and the coat of the dwarf is now blue.
Let me see.
So, Brent, you can take a look.
Yeah, you are the dwarf key on my screen. As you can see, dwarf flying around. Also, the range is fairly high. It's like 1,000 blocks in a radius, not a diameter.
There isn't a range setting, although perhaps we can make this take a number input.
Or just pressing E on it. We could do it on the display, just like the other one. With some UV.
Maybe. But be sure to let us know in the comments if you want that sort of feature.
By the way, if you have
one like equals one vote for. What were you saying?
If you have multiple dwarf keys, it doesn't matter. They will just be put in their box. Oh yeah. Like figuratively.
You can overload this thing with dwarf keys. I was complaining at Brent earlier just because he tends to do very confusing examples instead of simple examples. But even if you hook them all up, it'll just use the number of dwarfs that there are detected on the map.
Yeah, and all the other ones will be just inside of the dwarf key actually itself. So they will not be visible anywhere.
The dwarfs are hiding. They're hiding in here.
Yep. Oh, you can actually see that if you place one down on the glass. Like this. If my game would just...
I got it.
There we go.
That's where the dwarves are hidden.
Yeah.
Just until another dwarf is detected. So if we get a third player in here, a fourth player in here, we'll be able to detect all their positions.
So up to 11 dwarfs. And then if you have 12 dwarfs, then one of them will start flickering. 13 dwarfs, you'll have 2 players flickering, and so on.
Yeah, the flicker's not too bad either.
Yeah, so if you disconnect the first one, then you'll actually be defaulted again to...
Are you disconnecting it, or am I? You have your connection tool out, so I'm confused. I don't want to do anything. There we go. Yeah, so the flickering happens because it's just using the dwarf from the 3D radar itself. And it's showing both positions with that single dwarf.
And if you fly around a bit, then it's easier to see how it flickers. It's like a dwarf moving now, but it's actually not moving. quite difficult to see when you're too close
Oh
together.
god. Yeah, no, it looks a lot better with the dwarf key. So I think
Yeah.
that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to change the order of these parts. Like the tick button's probably gonna be up at the top.
One quite hidden feature, is that you can connect.
Does the dwarf key work with 2D? No,
No.
it doesn't. And we're not making any dwarf keys for the 2D radar either. Just because it's like an extra part and it's not that big of a deal to have flickering dots.
I'm hidden. You cannot see me.
I can see you.
Wait, what?
But you can also just stick a jammer on your thing.
No, because... Wait, does it?
You disconnected me from the radar.
Oh.
Hold on. Stick a jammer on your thing. I'll stick a jammer on your thing. Hold on.
That sounds wrong.
There you go. You're all jammed up.
Nice.
Oh, the jammer doesn't hide the dwarf.
Does it not?
Hold on. I'm gonna remove your logic gate thing. Yeah, no, it doesn't hide the dwarf.
Oh,
Maybe we gotta fix that.
Yeah, I'll fix that. Isn't difficult. It's like one
Put it
thing
on your to-do list.
Right.
Durf reads chat. I read chat. It's just hard for me to respond to everything. But we are about to do a Q&A session. Just one thing, though, that I want to make sure... we do need feedback on wing parts. Like, what parts out of the wings mod do you guys, like, must have in the mod pack? I'm thinking of even removing the cardboard wings and just having these two, the large wing and the small propeller, and then just making those destructible. But I definitely need your feedback on if you, like, out of all the wings parts, which ones do you have to have in the mod pack? Because they are using the same UUIDs so that you can load in existing blueprints. When is 0.3 going to be released to non-Patreons? It's, so we're working on the mod pack right now. We're almost done. We still have to update some of these models and stuff, like the speedometer. But we're also going to work on the mod pack beta. That needs a few new parts, and we also need to work on the mod pack legacy support for all the stuff that we're discontinuing out of the mod pack.
And we
So
also
people
need to improve some code.
Load in their old blueprints. Yeah, we have to improve some code in the mod pack, some models. So I'm just giving an estimate about a month from now, just because that gives us enough time. I actually don't know, but if it's going to be sooner than that, then we'll release it sooner than that.
Which it probably will. I don't know.
The point is, it's when all of the mod packs can be updated on the workshop at the same time. Because if I updated them one by one, then there's going to be like some people are going to definitely complain that they aren't able to load in some of their blueprints. So we have to do it all at the same time. Durf, can you please add an option, second download for the mod that makes the display of these logic blocks paintable?
What?
The display? I think
Oh,
they're
he
talking
means...
about the number block.
Yeah, the UV, probably. Like, the background of the number block.
Number block? Yeah, that stuff. Maybe. I'm not sure if we'll do that.
I don't think it's needed, really. By the way...
Well, I'm not sure. We'll think about it. Like an alternate download just to have that feature. It's not really worth it.
Mm-hmm.
People will just be using the main download anyway.
If you want the background to be colored with numbers, then you can just use the Ascii block, really.
No, that's also pretty inconvenient for what they're after. See, like, the problem is that you're not able to... So let's say I made a copy of the mod pack just for that feature. Then say you wanted to play multiplayer and somebody else is using the wrong mod pack, you're going to have to decide on which mod pack you want to use. It's just a whole lot of complication. Like, I wish Scrap Mechanic would support the thing that you're asking for in an easier way, but it doesn't work that way. We're working within the limitations of what Scrap Mechanic can offer. Is there any way that you could paint the tracker to have different colored dots on the 2D radar? No, maybe.
No. No, that's not possible.
Maybe.
Is it?
No. No, it's not possible. Because, well, I was thinking I could use a UV offset to change the texture of the dot.
No,
but,
wait, the dot
you
can be...
can't.
It can be colorable, but it'll only be the color you painted.
Yeah, no. They're asking for different colored dots per tracker,
No.
and that is possible if we could do UV posing and pose animation at the same time.
But it isn't.
For the nerds out there, or for the non-nerds out there, that basically means like the screen changing texture. That's the UV pose that we're talking about. So we can't change the texture of something and also move it around in the radar at the same time. That's a limitation of scrap mechanic, which isn't actually a limitation because the developers could add that feature quite easily, but they just don't. They don't allow mod makers to use it. I don't know why, but we can't do it.
It may be something in the future.
Probably not. Knowing the developers, probably not. Because like we don't have animated glass when we could. We could easily have it right now, but we don't. Anyway. So I think that's all the parts. I just need your feedback on the wing parts. Be sure to leave that in the comments. If you have any suggestions for the ModPack or the ModPack beta or any other ModPack, be sure to leave that as well. And let's actually just do a Q&A session. Because we already started the Q&A session, but if you have any other questions, let's answer some questions before ending the stream. Maybe 15 minutes.
Maybe a great example.
Nice memory panel there at the top.
Yeah, that was from when the memory panel was still a normal block. If you just place a number block on the top, then we can actually...
I'm confused. What are you looking for?
Look, if you place an... No,
That's upside down.
yeah, just rotate it the right way.
That's still upside down. Give me a sec. There you go.
Right.
So this is an example of one of Brent's logic creations.
So now you can phone someone. What's your phone number, Durf?
Sure, let me just put it down here. Beep, boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, beep. Actually, let me actually show you. People, if you know that I'm Canadian and where I live, you probably know my area code is 613, which is already way too much information that I should be giving. But you know what? I'm gonna reduce my phone number to 1,000 options by telling you the remaining 4 digits is it actually spells out DERF. You know what? I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Seriously?
Yes, I have a phone number that ends in DERF.
How even?
What do you mean, how even?
Did you buy it like that, or was it just pure luck?
Oh, no, because when you're getting a cell phone in where I am, you can just ask for a phone number.
Oh, seriously? We just
Yeah,
get...
if it's available, and then they just list, like, for me, they listed all the ones that were available that ended in DERF, and I picked the 3 digits that I liked the best.
Alright. Nice.
DERF, will you ever show face? Maybe. Maybe I'll,
do you want to see
I'll...
that? Sorry.
God damn it. See, Brent pretends like he doesn't like to troll, but this is evidence that he definitely does.
Mm-hmm.
Shine Vision asks, are you DERF? I'm not sure. You can make a customization pack thing that allows to replace the textures within the block, maybe. So yeah, will I ever show face? I don't have a camera or lighting or anything that I need to actually do that. And I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it. Like, I'm just so focused on other things. But I do plan on doing a little bit more YouTube videos, better editing and stuff like that. So it really depends on how well my YouTube is going to go from here. I did make a promise. Not really a promise, but I just said, like, oh, maybe at like 20,000 subscribers I'll show my face. That was like sometime last year. And my sub count dropped. Like, it didn't drop, but like it stopped growing it just slowed to a crawl after I said that.
Wow.
I think people were expecting a face reveal at 10,000 subscribers, but like even Scrapman didn't do that. So I don't know why people were expecting that from me.
Hmm.
Long story short, maybe when I'm less busy and I'm more focused on YouTube. And you know, when I actually have a camera and lighting and stuff, and like actually a better setup for that. But like I said before, it actually depends on how well my YouTube is doing because if I were to spend the money on a camera and lighting, like that's actually a lot of money just because a lot of people just think, oh, you just buy a webcam that's like $40, and I kind of want to do a little bit better quality than that. So it's not, you know, unless my YouTube channel can pay for that, it's not really worth it. And it has to be more of a consistent thing. Because like I know somebody can just donate something and just be like, okay, show face, but like, no, not if it's not a consistent thing, then it's not really worth it to invest in. Derf, kind of unrelated, but is having a water surface that has some kind of opacity under it possible, like being underwater and seeing water? It used to be before the 0.3 update. Actually, no, not really. It wasn't really possible. But like in the old versions of Scrap Mechanic, if you made just like a large model that you could step inside, everything would be blurry on the inside. That doesn't really happen anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. So the only way for me to do that is to make like a bunch of water planes that are going vertically on the inside. And it's not really. Short answer is no, not really. Not really possible, which is very unfortunate. If Lua scripting could access the shader files in Scrap Mechanic, then we could possibly just use the Lua scripting to detect where the dwarf is relative to the water, or where the camera is, I should say, and then we'll switch shader files to like an underwater, foggy, you know, awesome underwater lighting scene. Like I could program the shader file to make Scrap Mechanic appear like it's underwater, but the problem is there's no ability to switch between regular and underwater. 613 DERF. No. 613 is the area code. I mean, I guess I shouldn't really be clarifying this because I'm gonna get phone calls soon.
Probably.
Is that how DERF got his name? What do you mean? My phone number? No. No, I had DERF before I got the phone number. DERF, oh, that's great. DERF, are there modded spud guns in the mod pack? Did I miss that? Shotguns, cannons, mortars. Yeah, so there are a couple of spud guns in this mod pack, but they're just regular spud guns that fit on the end of a pipe. So one that fits on the end of a regular pipe, one that fits on the end of a mini pipe. Those are just regular spud guns. You can fire them with a button or something like that. The ModPack beta is going to get some more specialized spud guns. So I could probably tell you right now we have something that's like a grenade launcher, one that is a cannon, and one that is like a crossbow. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now, though. We'll probably do a sneak peek stream for the ModPack beta when that's a little bit closer to being finished. Ask Brent if he show face. Brent, face reveal?
Maybe at 10k.
What's under the Iron Man mask?
Maybe at 10k. We'll see.
Maybe at 10k. You heard him here. You heard it here first, folks.
Won't happen
very
anyway.
a loose promise that might not be fulfilled.
Okay.
What's this?
10k.
What are you doing here?
Oh, there's just binary to index actually. So you can use this for games and stuff. You can actually have values on these.
Yeah. Is there any other
hurricanes.
examples that you wanna show?
I have one. It doesn't entirely work yet, but
Did I have a? Oh no, Brent. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. There's a little bit of lag, but I'm gonna see if I have that WASD thing. No, I don't. I don't know what I did with it. Remember
you
that
left
super
it in
accurate?
my world. Yeah, I have another one over here though.
I'm in the seat. What do?
Whoa.
I got a dot.
Right, so when you press the switch, it'll automatically go the way that it shows over here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 is left, right, up, down.
What do you mean 1, 2, 3, 4? There's only a switch.
Ah, crap, it's doing that shit again. Can you just get out of the seat real quick?
I got out of the seat.
Oh.
Oh, the tick buttons. Okay, you gotta hook up the tick buttons.
It shows for me though. I can play. Yeah, that's an issue with the. Wait, what?
Well, I think you need to reset it because you're off the screen at this point.
Ah, it's fine. I'll.
Durf, you could just show a picture. I did show a picture to my Patreon supporters.
That's an issue with the game that will be solved soon, I hope. Where when you are the host, the tech buttons will not show on the seat.
Well, fix it. Fix it, fix it, fix it,
I
fix it.
I can't. That's an issue the devs will need to fix.
Oh, you even made a display with ASCII arrows. Cool.
Yes. So you can play Snake like this.
Why is it so long? Can it be, or like, so delayed? Can I make it faster by changing this timer?
Yeah, the timer is well, don't make it so shorter than 6 ticks though.
I don't know how much is 6 ticks. It could be a little bit faster, but that's pretty good.
You can make it 10.
10?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what 10 is.
10
Oh,
ticks.
oh,
on
it
the...
says 10 ticks. I see. You're off the screen.
Am I? Yeah, it's not reacting anymore. Sometimes the game.
Alright, you're gonna get back on the screen. At any... Really? Oh, you're still off the screen. You're below the screen.
Oh crap.
You don't see your coordinates? You're
Yeah.
still off the screen.
Yeah, it's just
You're gonna have to reset.
there's a lot of delay,
Okay,
and I need
turn
to.
right. No, not back down. No.
Right. That's right. Okay, right.
No, you're going down.
Wait, what?
Oh no. Oh, you're just going farther and farther. This is- oh, oh man.
Okay, right. And then
Okay, you're gonna have to go back up.
up. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
But yeah, currently it's it's not completely done yet, as you can see.
Oh, you're flipping. Okay. You're
Yeah.
flipping switches. This would actually be, what if you started the screen at like half filled up and half empty, and then you have 2 players on each corner, and they fight it out to see if they can fill up the entire screen or empty it entirely.
One guy sets and the other one resets. Right?
Well, no, they just drive like you're doing right now. They just drive over it. So if they go in the wrong
Oh.
spot, they're working for the enemy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's actually not bad.
Mini pipe spud gun sounds awesome. Yeah, let me show you those. There's just spud gun, mini pipe, spud gun. Let's actually get some mini pipes. At maybe one like this and a button.
And a bearing to shoot all the directions. Or not.
You're such a troll, Brent. I don't understand why. Like, what did the world do to you?
Everything. By the way, is this one limited like the real spud gun, or...
No, you can just hold the button and it's automatic. See me holding it?
Yeah, it's not shooting anymore. Oh wait.
You hold it.
And nobody's pressing it and it's shooting. Okay, whatever. Huge delay.
Yeah, so these are automatic fire spud guns.
Yeah, that's actually not bad.
Durf, can you make a wing that you've used for a plane propeller? What? Oh, okay, so like I mentioned earlier, the ModPack team is going to make a new ModPack just for aviation stuff. Inside that ModPack, we're going to have a propeller that you can actually rotate properly, and it will track the number of rotations and affect the speed accordingly. Because like a lot of things, some of the things that Lua programmers are having trouble with is if you're spinning a propeller and you spin a propeller faster than the script can actually see the propeller spinning, it will start to spin the other way, according to the script. Like the part still spins the same way. It's like it spins clockwise, but if the script sees it in one frame, and then the next frame it looks slightly counterclockwise, even though it's spun, even though it's spun clockwise the entire time, the script will just think that it's counterclockwise. So the way to fix that is just to track which direction it's like tracking the Doppler effect, basically.
Well, Dervish, if you can fix it, then why don't you code it?
Yes. Because you're my coding workhorse.
You're abusive.
No, I'll fix it. Are you kidding me? I'm doing whatever, man. Whatever. Do you know how many translations I have to do?
A lot. Like a lot.
Everybody does their part, except for Brent because he's princess.
Yeah, I do a lot more than just my part.
Right.
I'm
Brent.
inside the seat and I can shoot. What? This game is so bugged.
Oh man.
Like, can you see me shoot? Did you see this shooting?
I did. It's
Right.
because of the delay, and the delay is probably happening because of your creations that you don't clean up.
Nah, it's just the shitty internet.
To be fair, I didn't clean up my creations either.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what you mean by make a wing that you've used for a plane propeller. Like we're also including the wings mod, this large wing and the small wing / propeller. You can use these. The icons are obviously going to change. You can use these to build propellers though.
Propellers don't
they
work
should-
like they should. Rotational
No, they
stuff
should
is. Wait,
No.
did
You're
Lord
talking
Payne?
about the single. You're talking about the single part propellers.
Mhm.
That's what I just finished talking about. That I'm going to fix. Don't worry about it, Brent.
All right.
Stay on topic. On topic here, these propellers, you can use these to rotate, and these should work as propellers anyway. Just because they're basic wing blocks, they just take the speed that they're moving at.
They will work. Currently, it's still issue.
I think I have to show Brent because he's a non-believer.
As a propeller.
Non-believer. The number of wood cars that I've built in this stream, I should really just have a blueprint for these.
Oh god. Delay is terrible.
Alright. I also need a controller. Dang it. Dang it. We don't need that anymore. Okay, so we get a block on that. Bearing. And then propellers. That is backwards. Let's stick 4 on each. That's a big propeller. I'm too lazy to put that on my left.
Okay,
So I'm just
okay.
gonna remove one.
I believe you. It works.
Brent, the non-believer, has been converted. And then we'll set these to 45 for probably the best effect. Yeah, that's how you do it. That's too slow, and it's also backwards. Wow. Okay, there we go. We're moving this car with just propeller power, and man, these propellers are freaking out.
I can catch up to you on foot.
Well, yeah, you obviously they're not the best propellers, but that's why we're gonna make better ones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Durf, why are you not uploading Dark Souls anymore? Oh, just because it wasn't getting views. Not worth it. It's actually bad for my channel to keep uploading videos that get such terrible views. If I upload one video a week that's getting like 1,000 views, that's a lot better than a video every day that gets like 30 views.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever do a face reveal, could you change the dwarf head to yours? Yes. That's actually what I wanted to say earlier. My face reveal will be me changing the 3D model of the dwarf face to my face. And then I don't have to reveal my real face.
Seriously, my quality won't be that great.
What Patreon level do I need to need in order to access this? Oh, mod tester level. Can you show the 3D radar real quick again? I missed the part. Well, the entire stream footage will be up. I think we have existing radars over here, so I'm gonna go to them.
This side over here is the 3D radar.
Where?
Over here. Or you can just place another one.
Oh, it is here.
This one has a key hooked up.
Yeah, so I can see where Brent is going. Go for it, Brent. Fly. Fly, my pretty. Yeah. I'm gonna paint that dwarf key. Oh yeah, let's paint it black. Yeah, I gotta get a cool black coat. Now you're in the way. I can't see my cool black coat.
Just a second.
Or a white coat that turns out gray because the texture is kind of weird.
Hey,
yeah, that's the 3D radar.
Also, you can see when the 3D radar is in the air, it will show the ground value. Well, ground being ground. So
your mic is like speeding up sometimes randomly, and then other times you get robot voice.
That'll be my internet.
But yeah, what Brent was mentioning is he sees the same thing on his radar as he sees on mine.
Well, not exactly.
The floor of the radar is the ground itself. So my dwarf is on the ground, his dwarf is in the air.
But mine will be in the middle in the air because sideways movement is relative.
Horizontally, it's centered to the radar position. So my dwarf isn't moving, and his dwarf is not. It's just moving up and down for him, but it's not moving from side to side. Mine's the one that's sliding from side to side. Because relative to his radar, I'm over to the side. Let's switch positions, and I'll show them. Come over here.
Holy crap, man, stuff is going really glitchy. I just glitched into the void and came back. Oh my god.
What?
Yeah, you were just colliding with the seat multiple times, and it was causing a lot of particles.
Oh. So as you guys can see, if yeah, the dwarf on the ground is the one that's sliding around. I'm the dwarf that's in the air because I'm flying, and that's the one that's not moving. Because it's relative to the position of the radar. All right. Really, I don't know why. Like, it's a cool part, but I don't think a lot of people are going to use it. People are definitely going to be using the 2D radar a lot more, I think.
Well, the 3D radar doesn't have the flicker, which is a positive point.
Yeah, that's definitely... Derv, did you show all the parts already? Yeah, we did. Don't worry, there'll be video on demand of the entire stream. Brent Batch works for Derf Incorporated. He works for the ModPack team.
Mm-hmm.
ModPack team includes myself, Grego if he's ever around. I don't think he's really around anymore. He's been busy ever since he's now a father. Congratulations to him. But yeah, it's MJM Builds, Grego, and myself. That was like the original team. Shine Vision's kind of like an honorary member. He really doesn't do anything. He really should. But then Lord Payne recently joined. That's where a lot of the ModPack beta parts are going to come from. Yep. And Brent Batch also recently joined. And that's where you're seeing a lot of these logic parts coming from too.
I mainly do the code actually, so
yeah,
Derf makes the model.
He doesn't do textures or modeling, but
what?
That's why we're crashed. Oh no.
Nope.
We blinked back into existence. We're good. I don't know what happened there.
Internet did some weird stuff.
But we're good.
Alright.
Derv, could you friend me on Steam so we can play Scrap Mechanic together? Maybe if you're a Twitch sub or a Patreon supporter that's of a high enough level. Derf, make the propellers ultralight. I don't know about that. Propellers aren't super light. Like, I've asked this 5 times now. What did you ask, Headsma? I don't... If you say my name, then it'll highlight your question for me. Sorry. What happens if the 3D radar is placed on a mobile vehicle? Will it still work right? Yeah, I just showed that. I've never seen your stream, Derf. Well, welcome, Racer Zero. Stream's just about over, though.
Yep.
Are you talking on Discord or what? Yeah, Brent and I are talking on Discord. Can you make a tracker that shows vehicles for instance blocks? What?
Well, you have the tracker block and you can see the vehicle if you put the tracker on the vehicle.
Yeah, just stick a tracker on the vehicle. The tracker is the green dots on the radar. So just stick the tracker with, oh, you're putting each of our clocks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's 4:44? 4:45 already?
Yep.
Wow, almost a 4-hour stream.
Damn.
I made it. What did I miss? Oh my god, Mr. Bees Knees, no. We're going to end the stream soon. We're just doing a Q&A session, but don't worry, the video on demand will be available on YouTube. Be sure to check it out and leave your comments. I'm definitely going to read those comments. Scrapman already tried a plane with your propellers and needs to turn alarm. I think that's a autocorrector typo or something. But yeah, I did see the video that you're talking about. He had to use too many propellers. So don't worry about that. The ModPack beta aviation, I think we're going to call it... Wait, what am I saying? The ModPack aviation, I think that's what we're going to call it. It's going to be a new ModPack coming out, and it will have proper working propeller parts. And it will work... It will work very nicely. But that's going to take even more time than these updates. So be patient. Be patient, folks.
And a WASD thruster.
Oh, you're giving away spoilers. What would you call it though? It's not like an actuated thruster, is it? It's a thruster that okay, so if you think of the Elon Musk rockets that can land on themselves, they change their direction by moving the thruster around.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically the spoiler that Brent Batch gave. we're going to have a thruster that you can control its direction with WASD. So you can actually pilot one of Elon Musk's rockets.
It's gonna
if
be
you really
awesome.
wanted to. Durf, is there a way to make a spud gun that places blocks? Not that I know of.
Nope, not
Probably
possible.
Durf, will you make Lua programming tutorials? Eventually. There's a lot of work to do, and I still have to... It's probably going to be on my second channel for Scrap Mechanic Mods, because that's a channel that's just focused on... what do I do on there? I do mod reviews, ModPack release videos, and tutorials.
It may be best to wait until the mod API reference is done, because it's not entirely done at the moment.
Well, Lua scripting is not even completed at the moment either. Like set color and stuff. So it's gonna be a little bit before I get to those tutorials. But yes, the answer is yes, I will get to them. I first gotta do the next episode of a mod review, which, if I remember, your comments was like, do Dart Frog's World of Mods next. So yeah, I still have to work on that video. So it's coming out in about a month. That's right, around the time I'll be finishing my PC. Yeah, I gave the timeline about a month, but we might do it a little bit sooner than that. Will analog engines and pistons be a thing?
No, that's not possible currently.
We can't script that, unfortunately.
It may be possible in the future.
We could with like really bad. No.
No. We can't even connect to a bearing yet.
Yeah, no. If we ever do, though, rest assured that why don't I get my Patreon rank on your Discord? I just become a mod tester. Oh, okay. So I actually have an exclusive secret Discord for all my supporters. I actually want to move that back to my main Discord. So just be patient, and I'll fix that soon enough. But if you want to head over to the exclusive Discord, you get it. You get it instantaneously. Thanks for the pledge, though. Lego Freak, I'm sorry. Vectored thrusts. Oh, that's what you... Yeah. Durf, would an ASCII button be possible?
What?
What do you mean? ASCII button. Just like a display on the button? We could make the ASCII block... No.
No. It won't be a button when you click on it.
I think what you want is an invisible button on top of the ASCII block. So there's the ModPack Invisible. You can just snag an invisible button from that and stick it on the ASCII block. Pretend your ASCII block is a button. Would a spud gun that can change the color of blocks instead of breaking them be possible? Basically a paintball gun. You can do that with the color block. Except, you know what? I think the best way to say it is that once we have set color, we're going to be making a paintball gun.
Well, the developers are already making that.
Oh, okay, developers. Fine, keep all the good ideas for yourself.
That's confirmed on Twitter, by the way, almost a week ago already.
Wow, what a good clock. Wow, what a good clock. It tips over so easily.
Tip it over now.
No, I refuse. In the next scrap update, will you create a polycarbon glass that is bulletproof and blast resistant? Yeah, that's super easy to do. You just make... Like, it's in the JSON. You can just ignore destruction physics. Which I'm pretty sure all the glass already does. If I were to take out this paintable glass here.
Oh.
Yeah. It already ignores it.
Well, ignores, it doesn't have the property. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. It ignores the destruction physics. Remember, Brent, I'm not talking to modders, I'm talking to players.
Is that a welding? That's really close to a welding particle. Hit.
Oh my god, my chat is scrolling weird. Where can we download that mod? ModPack 0.3. It's not released yet. We're still working on it. And it will be available to people that aren't on the Steam Workshop. But that will also take even more time. It'll be later. Durf, could Brent make the blueprint tool a web tool? I think I've asked him...
That's almost impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
Well,
Especially Unity, you can just export it to the web platform.
yeah, I'm working on the Unity version now, so then
Yes, potentially in the future, but also whenever I go to update the Scrap Mechanic Mods website, we'll probably have it on there, available at least for download.
thing is, you would need an online version of all the mods available on the workshop. You would need to have access to your blueprints on the web, which is not possible. You would not have a decent view of all your blueprints. You would need to search for your blueprint manually, which is really annoying.
I could try to install Steam on the web server with a user account and just subscribe to everything on that user account. So then all the things are there.
And blueprints? How will you scroll through all the blueprints of the user?
What do you mean, subscribe to them all?
Oh, you would need to upload them. That's kind of annoying.
No, you not understand. Whatever, it's fine.
Alright.
Durf. Okay, wait. Will there be a sci-fi variant of the 3D radar which won't use character models for locations? Maybe. MJM is really the head of the sci-fi mod pack. I don't know how much work he's gotten done for that yet. You might have to ask him directly, but I would give sort of the same time limit, maybe about a month before the updates are fully completed for that. Durf, can you make a spud gun mortar that shows other players' places on the raid? What? Can I make a spot gun motor that... Oh. What? I'm confused.
Spud gun. Maybe he wants the spuds of the spud gun to show on the radar. That.
But he says that shows other players' places on the Urator. I guess that's a typo for radar, but I'm really confused.
Anyway,
thanks for the subscription.
I kinda gotta go.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm just gonna finish up this Q&A in less than 10 minutes.
It was awesome. Some cool blocks. This
Yeah,
mod will
thanks for,
revolutionize scrap mechanic.
Thanks for trolling the crap out of me this stream, Brent. And be sure to check out Brent Batch's channel. The link will be in the description.
Yeah, same for Durf.
Send him some love, because he clearly doesn't have enough love in his life. That's why he tortures the heck out of me.
Sure. Anyway.
Okay. Bye, Brent.
Right. Bye.
Bye.